Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give you a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Which they should have gotten out because I literally set them after the last live. So Amos, what's going on? Cruising, what's going on? I see y'all there. Appreciate everybody that tuned in to the live earlier this morning. Definitely was a good conversation that was needed. If you missed the replay, you catch it. It's needed on all the chords of, bringing this awareness. It's needed. And some people need more awareness than others. So that's another reason why I'm adamant on just bringing it. James, what's going on, my guy? In the long run, there's certain things you just don't want to see happening. Don't want to see specific things continuously happening. And it shouldn't be accepted or allowed anyway. Shout outs to Riders for Life for popping up earlier on the panel. Definitely you know, give her testimony earlier. And, it goes to show you this is why this awareness isn't needed. You got people who are on that side of the spectrum that need the most help. Some of them are going to cling to these social media devices, whether we like it or not. But it's still about giving a fair balance all in all. And even still, you have people who've given the fair balance and they've still been attacked one way or another, or their children have been attacked one way or another. That's why I'm saying, we as a community gonna have to stand up on all of that. Hammer, what's going on? Have a good one, Hammer. Have a good one. Like last night was one portion of why I said stop attacking the kids. But tonight is different. Because it's not just one form of attacking kids like we spoke about last night. You got these type of attacks. They're attacking the kids that you know for a fact are on that spectrum and are easy, you know, to fall into certain dangers. I'm glad that she came up earlier and gave her little testimony, and I'm glad that everything is safe on her end there, especially out there, because I already know how it is in Philly. I got family out there, so trust me, I know. Toot, what's going on, baby? Queen, what's going on, baby? When you are not being mindful, these are the type of attacks that can happen. Love it. See you up in here, baby. Commander, what's going on, baby? Again, these are the type of attacks that can happen. You're gonna have people that are gonna try to lure them kids or lure them people into the wrong type of situations. They ain't gonna be able to really defend themselves up out of it. And I still feel that's a sad moment when you got people like that that's still preying on people that they know are not mentally capable or mentally strong enough to, fend for themselves. I still feel like it's a sucker move anyway. Even with the law of promising people certain things, you don't do stuff like that. You trigger them the wrong way, and that could be something real bad, even down to the pranks. And again, that could have been a bad situation, but luckily it wasn't. And again, shout outs to Riders for Life for popping up this morning and telling her story. Because her story, it goes along with a lot of people's story. You know, it's a scary notion. You got to be mindful on this internet. Like I said, I know some people on the spectrum that they come on whatever social media devices they on, whether it's Twitch or whatever. They do what they even do on real. So they do it any other day. They just gonna sit back and play something. They ain't gonna worry about nothing. They ain't trying to be triggered. They ain't trying to put themselves in no positions where they're gonna be triggered. And regardless to how some people may feel, you're gonna have people who gonna be stuck in the mind of a child. It's not their fault. So some of them are definitely gonna believe in anything that you're saying or anything that you're promising. And that's the wrong thing to do too. No doubt, Miss Queen. I already hear you, baby. But you have to definitely keep a constant eye out for those parents who have kids with any type of autism. You know, do keep a watchful eye out, even if they feel that's what they're going to do. If they watching certain things, make sure they watching things that's good for them. Just monitor everything. But yet and still, you have to give a fair balance. There's days you're going to have to just say no. And you have to put your foot down regardless because it's for the safety and it's for the betterment. When people are not used to hearing no and then they finally start hearing no, yeah, they're going to act a certain way. That's on any side of the spectrum. I noticed that part. Speaking of, Riders, what's going on, baby? I'm going to drop the link for you in a minute, sis. Marlene, what's going on, baby? You know, and again, I feel that's the sickest part of anything. Attacking those that you know are mentally ill and can't fend for self. Lies and manipulation and just using them and abusing them. That's the lowest form. That's the lowest route you could ever go. Next to doing things of the other magnitude, that's the worst way. That's the worst way you can live your life. Even to a scam situation, that's not cool. You know, you got to understand that these type of people shouldn't be in this damn community at all. They shouldn't be out here. Period. It's an everyday battle because you got to worry about people like that who prey on innocent. And at some point, the real ones should just intervene, especially if they know for a fact these people are harmless, basically. There's multiple stories that I've heard coming up that, shoot, I threw in the back of my mind because it shocked me to even hear it. And you have to protect your kids at all costs. But then again, these quote unquote adults who are doing those type of things should just put it to a stop. But apparently, some people don't until they get stopped. That's a problem that we see. You know, even on here, the constant attack on kids when kids have nothing to do with the beef. Kids have nothing to do with anything. But then it's sad when you got people that are trying to scam the kids out of certain things, period. At some point, you're going to end up getting scammed yourself. That's why I implore the parents to really like pay attention to these sites and make sure that everything is in accordance. Because if not, you might get a situation that could be bad. You don't want that. You know, protection of the kids is what it's supposed to be about, especially even on here. You know, you got people on here. I'm not gonna lie. You got people on here who are autistic, schizophrenic, bipolar, so on and so forth. We could go down the list. And see, some of them could come on here and function normally, and they don't have no problems. Even if they feel like they being attacked, they just block it out because they kind of already know what's what, and you know they accept what it is, and they keep living normally like they're supposed to, which I admire and respect. And then you got those who don't really make it out, or they make it out and they don't make it out the same way. You know, sometimes all it takes is triggers. Seeing now tonight, I'm talking about for the parents who have kids who are on that side of the spectrum. Again, you have to protect them at all costs, even on here, because we see what's going on out here. And some people honestly don't give a damn. And it's sad that it's come to a society where it's getting like that, but the main ones are going to have to stand up. Again, the things that are happening, we can't continue to allow that happen. And if we allow them to happen, we already done lost the battle in the war. Give me 1 second. And even when it comes down to y'all, you just gotta be mindful of what's being said and what's being done. And when people offer, they offer something that just sounds too good to be true, you know, 9 out of 10 it is. It'll be that one occurrence that you might get something that's actually truthful. You know, no strings attached, no nothing. But that's rare. No, I didn't hear about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got me some just deserved rest this afternoon. I had too much in my mind anyway. It's been an up and down week, even off here. So, you know, again, these awarenesses need to be brought. But that's something I'm gonna look up into, and that's just crazy. And seeing this is my thing too. You know, this is another reason why you gotta protect your kids at all costs because you got people like that. That I'm sorry, despite whatever, you don't take it to that extremes. But I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna dig into that. I didn't even hear about that on Father's Day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really didn't. But I'm gonna look into that. This is crazy. You protect them. You want to protect them because you don't want these type of situations happening. And I'm quite sure that guy knew the boy was autistic, and if he didn't, it's still sad. May that boy rest in peace because he didn't have to lose his life, and neither did the family. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. In this world that we live in, like, come on now. I know when something is wrong with you and when something ain't wrong with you. It's like I said, it's a person in my building now. I know he suffers from bipolar, and I know he also is schizophrenic. I think he got a little bit of OCD because things he do is just is beyond me. And I don't look at him no different because he don't bother nobody. He be in his cut, he smoke his little weed, he chill, he listen to his music. See, some people got a niche on what they do, but you still gotta be, careful and just be aware of what's going on. Because even when they get into adulthood, they still are susceptible to a lot of dangers, even on here. Again, I'm speaking to the parents that got kids on that side of the spectrum. You're gonna have to constantly be aware of what's going on, even into their adulthood. And even when they feel they're ready enough to make certain transitions, they still gonna need somebody to make sure that they're in good care because things like this could happen. This is why you gotta bring this awareness out. This is why you gotta bring these messages out. Despite popular belief, people do want to hear this. You don't have some who want to come in and cause distractions, but I refuse to allow it because at the end of the day, this could be affecting you as well. So think about what I'm saying and think about the tone of my voice when I say I don't have time for a lot of different things. I'll entertain certain things, but I'm not entertaining this. See, last night was just the tip of the scale, but this is we getting deeper now. Angela, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. I'm gonna drop the link for you riders in a minute, definitely. It's just it needs to be said. Kev, what's going on, my guy? And it's a sad world that we live in because some people are not even aware of what's what. That's why you gotta know who your peoples are as far as who your main people are. Just know who the people are in your neighborhood. Because I'm quite sure that guy knew that boy was autistic, and if he did, then that's still a sad, careless mistake. But you let your emotions get the best. Not granted, that's it is a sad situation. Period. All aboard. But you gotta understand too. Just like I'm saying, they are teenagers. We know it doesn't matter what spectrum you're on. Teens are going to be hot and horny. I'm sorry to say it that way. And for those who ain't, that's a good look. But everybody's different. That's what I'm saying. You got to be mindful. And that's why you gotta be able to know who's in your neighborhood, so on and so forth. Sometimes you could you could decipher and detect and even deter something from getting crazy in your neighborhood. All it takes is for you to open your eyes. If you're gonna stay asleep to it, it's gonna keep happening. That's why we gotta be mindful. And we know again, we got some people who got kids out there who are, you know, on that spectrum. Some of them are socially inept, but they only want to belong and they only want to be a part of something, and that's nothing wrong with that. You're not supposed to limit them even with their disabilities. I know that for a fact. Again, my mom used to work with a lot of those people on all of those spectrums. She had dealt with people with bipolar, schizophrenia. You name it, she dealt with it. I didn't watch her. I done came to her job a few times. Again, I had to intervene one time because the strongest resident that was in there almost wild out. But he met a young bull that wasn't trying to hear that, especially when they had to deal with his mother's safety. So again, I know how to deal with some situations. To this day, even when I see him, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Whenever you get a chance, come play some games. He's still in the mind. He's older than me. I don't treat him no different. Why? Because again, sometimes they don't have their medication. They are liable to do that. But when you know how to restrain them and get them calm, they usually know what's what. And ever since that day, he never had no incidents. I remember my mom saying that, like, I don't know what you did or what you did, but say no. He thought I was going to hit him. No, I'm not going to hit you. I know you have something wrong with you, but I'm not going to do that to you. But you're not going to hurt my mother neither. See, that's that lion spirit. I didn't care. Win, lose, or draw, it was going down. But then again, when you also know how to deal with people and know the signs of what's going on, even ones with Down syndrome, you pretty much know what it is. And yeah, you're supposed to protect your kids, but guess what? Just you don't go but so far. And this is why I said education on all courses is needed. Because some people don't understand that. Um, Not everybody in your neighborhood is going to be in the normal sector, if you want to call it that, or on the normal side of the spectrum. It's just a fact. Going on throughout history. You basically just crashed out because you did something that you didn't necessarily even have to do. You could have just went to the parents or whoever and just had a nice conversation with them. And if you would have took the time out, you would have seen, even if you just didn't know he just moved in, you would have seen for yourself that there's something wrong with it. This is what I'm saying. It seemed like even out here, the people ain't getting educated or they not being aware of who's who in their neighborhoods. But then they quick to make a irrash decision. Can't do that. Didi, what's going on, baby? Hold on, though. The link is in the chat, Riders, but I'm gonna pin it up just in case. So, because I know you definitely wanted to chime in from earlier. So, I told you I got you, baby. Oh, just to make it extra spicy, yeah, because I already feel what's going down with this. So, yeah. There we go. Now I feel a little better. Because these ain't the type of topics to be playing around with. I ain't playing around. They gonna get out. There will be no distractions. And when it's time to, y'all already know what to do. Again, you gotta protect them at all costs. Right now, the way these people are scamming, prime example, they'll scam not just you, they'll scam everything around you just because they probably done gave up the wrong information. Bear, what's going on? Nah, don't worry, Marlene. I just did that because, again, you got idiots that like to try to be foolish even in the beginning of the session. We're not doing that tonight. Just like we didn't do it last night and they got sniped out, we ain't doing it tonight. When we talking serious, we ain't playing around. We gonna show you what it is. Any other night, you liable to jump in the pit with snipers and vipers and get broken like a Dodge Viper, and that's it. Other than that, we got to get that message out. Again, you parents are gonna have to understand that. Give a balance. Put your foot down the way you're supposed to. And even on here, you got to have a balance. They can't be sitting up on the internet all day. And you got to be mindful of what's going on because, again, they could end up being scammed in the worst way. Again, you got kids that are being attacked for no reason, and then you got even kids on this spectrum that's being attacked for no reason. And it's sad because it's supposed to be grown men and women behind all of this. And it makes you really feel upset about how society is really leaving out. Then again, we don't have the brave ones that's supposed to be standing up. And every time somebody does stand up, it seems like they want to tear it down. But It's time to stop tearing down things that are breaking us apart. Period. 702, what's going on, baby? See, last night I was talking about kids that's on the normal spectrum. Tonight I'm talking about those who are on the other spectrum. Because again, they are easy to get hurt or possibly end up worse just because misinformation, misleading information on top of that. It's scary out here. Like I said, there's stories that at some point I'm gonna end up talking about them. I just don't want to talk about them tonight because, not to be funny, these are stories that I was hearing as a young kid. And again, my area was known for a lot of craziness. So yeah, Riders, what's going on, baby?
Blessings, Nate. Blessings. Just here, chilling, chilling. Just set the shorty down and just gave her the laptop so she could watch some of her little favorite shows.
I hear
Shit, I'm Mama Kangaroo. Welcome to the jungle.
you.
I still got two babies left in the pouch.
Well, continue to keep the babies in the pouch till the end time. Keep the little Joeys intact.
Shit. But everything you was just saying is so true, and we was just speaking about that earlier. People need to people need to really start doing their research because if you notice, a lot of these kids are also picking on each other and bullying each other, but they're making fun of kids that are even, it doesn't even matter if they're in the spectrum, the Down syndrome, kids with diabetes, kids with cancer. Like, it all starts from home.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I was always taught back in the day that there was certain things we could, like my mom's always said that anyway. Don't treat nobody the way you want to be treated. And she said that sternly, but then she also broke it down like you got people out here who are, you know, they either have Down syndrome, they mentally challenged, they got the mind of a. And then when I was asking, I said, "What you mean by mentally challenged?" You know, I said, I've heard of mentally deranged. She was like, no, you have people that prime example, they could be in their 20s, 30s, but they got the mind of a 5 or 10 year. So
That's a fact.
when she broke that down to me, I was like, And then like I said, when I'd seen it from where she was working at, again, that gave me she was dealing with everybody on all parameters.
And that's a fact. So you didn't see how I think I'm not sure how long ago it was, but I was just watching a video on Facebook and they was showing how this guy got arrested and the cops should have been able to tell that he had issues, mental issues and stuff like
Mm,
that. I think the young bull died on his way to the hospital, but they had already found out that he was schizophrenic. So he
you know
died
what
in
I'm
them
saying?
officers' hands, being transferred to the hospital because he had a mental breakdown.
Yeah. I
They
remember
were,
I was looking at one with the the young boy was in the back of the police truck. I think he was suffering from mental problems as well too.
I think I know which
Yeah,
one. Little boy
yeah,
with
but
blonde hair.
he got loose, and when the car had crashed, or when somebody had crashed the back, he flew out the back of the car.
Oh no, you talking about another video? Okay, okay.
Yeah, this is a whole different one, but they still caught him. But it was just crazy how he got loose. He started kicking and doing whatever. And I don't know if somebody had crashed in the back of the cop car, if the cop car had made an abrupt crash. But son flew out the back of that window like he wasn't even expecting that. But but you could tell, like even when the mother shot, I'm like, yeah, you could tell something wrong with it.
Yeah,
So
this
everything
shit.
was first radio.
There's a father right now fighting. I forgot where it is. I know I got the video on Facebook. The school had arrested his son with autism, and he was having a breakdown in the back of the police car. And I guess I don't know what the heck happened and how he ended up in them cuffs, but I do know that there's a big lawsuit against that school and much more.
That's crazy. Well, I'm saying the awareness need to be brought out because again, you got people that don't know and they think because some of these people might look normal, that ain't nothing wrong with them. No, sit down and really observe something. You'll see for a fact. Oh, okay, I know what's wrong.
Yeah, like their IQs may be higher than ours, but their mentality, the way they think, like when the kids are on these spectrums, I wish that people understood. Like we could talk to them and we could treat them like us, yes, but at the same time, there's ways of talking to them for you to get them to understand. It's like young Riaz, for an example, when he was on my panel, I had to break a couple things down for him because the way me and you speak,
Yeah,
he understands it in a different way sometimes.
yeah,
So it's like, regardless of anything, and it's what's crazy is they outgrow the autism if you raise them normal, like me and you. I know two people that was born with autism and they outgrew it, 25, 26, each one. They still,
yeah,
going through little things here and there because of the way they was brought up, but they actually outgrew the autism. So at the end of the day, it's a balance. It's a like with my son when he was getting the therapy and he was getting all the services that he needed is a balance of not just the therapy but what you're feeding your kids. When I took away all the fast foods and I took away a lot of the like the stuff that involved food, bread and stuff like that and left it to all healthy food, his
yeah.
behavior was completely different. My son actually started getting an appetite. Before that, when they had him medicated and before they started the medication, he had an appetite problem, and it had to do with the ADHD and the autism.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like crazy. Like if you really let things be and you start doing things the right way on some Dr. Savvy shit, you can get your kids on track. But these kids got to actually be on a schedule. That's the only crazy thing because they got to do what they do. They do it continuously. They do it constantly, like rotation. Like once they skip that rotation, it starts messing with their head. It's like when we suffer from bipolar depression or we suffer from depression or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You can't miss a dose. Because even if it's not like, even if you don't have to reset the balance, sometimes it I don't know, it starts a slight trigger anyway from that point on. So it's not like you really gotta really reset, but you just gotta make sure, damn, I can't make sure you miss another dose and none of that. And sometimes you gotta have the right dosage of whatever it is you taking because if not, again, too little could, not do much to help. Too much of it could dope them out for real. Even down to the Ritalin and stuff like that. Like if your kids need Ritalin and stuff like that, that Ritalin punched them out. I watched somebody literally take one of them jump offs. He was wilded out before you know it, like maybe within 20 minutes time or whatever time it took him, everything was just quiet. It's like, what the hell just happened? You're like, yeah, wait a minute, what just happened? So,
Ritalin is the
how did
worst.
they need this? Blackout, what's going
Ritalin,
on, my guy?
Ritalin is the worst medication you can give a child with autism. They're not really supposed to take any medication. Like y'all need to listen to them psychiatrists and them psychologists that are telling you how to really do this. A change in diet in their food really goes a long way.
Yeah, too much sugary stuff after a while. You kind of raising and heightening up like how what you do with the regular kids. You got them more
Hmm.
hyped up, and then at some point they're gonna end up crashing. But how they crash, that's the question.
No, but you know what's crazy? Like with kids with autism and ADHD when they're real hyper,
Yeah,
what's crazy is what happens when you have too much of like for example, I'm gonna put it like this. They're already hyper, right? They say sugar gets you hyped, right? You get where
yeah,
I'm coming from? All right.
yeah.
Now
I got
imagine a kid with ADHD that is super hyper. Now, how do you think you're gonna calm him down? You
Y'all
give
gonna
him,
be in
oh, it works. You give them a dose of their own medicine. Listen, sugar, fucking sugar counter. I don't know how to explain it. Sugar and their hyperactivity together is like I don't know. The doctor's been telling us that sugar is not good for kids with ADHD, but if you was to give them a little bit of coffee, caffeine, or something like that, It
Yeah.
actually does the opposite of what the doctors are telling you. They are already hyper.
Oh,
So what
that part I
happens when you,
already heard. Yeah, yeah. I was
yeah,
hearing
you
about
imagine
that.
it's like giving them an overdose on some real shit.
Not even certain teas too. Like even certain teas, like caffeine teas, like the not the green tea. It's the other one.
It's not sugar, it's
Like
caffeine. I'm saying it wrong. Caffeine is good for them. It
no,
kind of
I'm
like it
saying
kind of.
no. But if you got certain sweet teas, like that should work too because you do have to balance
Hmm.
all that sugar in there.
Everything natural though. Everything's got to be natural. Is the crazy part. Key
No,
is
I'm saying you
all
can
of
make
this.
now you can make natural sweet tea. Think about it. You boil you some tea out in tea bags or whatever, or even if you got the old whatever tea, like not
Yeah,
hemp. Yeah,
we
you
we,
know,
we actually saying the same thing, different methods.
no, I've seen some people that if they can't use the coffee, like they
Hmm.
they, they just sweeten up their tea like a mother. Like there's no
I don't
man.
drink
Listen,
coffee, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. I drink tea. I don't like coffee. I go to tea. Like if yo, it's like when I get my lattes and they be like, "You want espresso?" No, I want my lattes all milk. I don't want no coffee in there, John.
she said just all milk.
You
Nah, I ain't
fucking
mad at
right. Give me all that. Like Once that shit, yo, I'm telling you, I'll return my lattes back. That joint tastes like coffee. I don't want it. I cannot stand it. It's the taste of it.
you. Yeah, and some
I don't
people
like
don't like the
coffee.
aftertaste.
I cannot stand coffee. Like I'll drink tea though. But what's crazy is I've tried the method with the coffee with my son in the mornings and it actually relaxes him. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go against the grain. I mean, but you know, a lot of times again, you just once you observe your kids, sometimes if you can see what's really giving them, what's really giving it, the balance, you go from there. Like some kids, they'll eat certain candies, you know, no
Facts.
sweetness. Again, like that's just like even if you got a kid with diabetes right now, you got to give them the right amount of sugar because if you don't, they sucker gonna drop. Their blood
Yeah, you
pressure
don't
drop
even give
and
them
whatever
sugar
else.
though. You don't give them sugar. You give them chocolate. It's got insulin in it.
Well, I would call chocolate a candy and a sugar anyway because messed up my teeth a little bit right now. So yeah.
No, but on some real shit, like because I was trying to explain, like my kid's godmom, her daughter, she has diabetes, right? And I took care of my mom, and I took care of my sister with diabetes. And when their
Yeah.
sugars went down, it was always either a chocolate, something, it's always give them something good. But the best candy to give them is always chocolate. Chocolate has already insulin in it, the cocoa.
Yeah.
It
I was
already
gonna say,
gives
what
them.
about
I don't know how to
butterscotch, man?
explain it. I don't know how
What
to
about
explain it, but if y'all look
butterscotch?
it up yourselves, y'all would understand where I'm coming from. It already has everything that a diabetic needs on some real shit. It's weird, but it has it.
No, no, because you gotta look at it. That's coming from nature itself anyway. So, and
That's a fact.
that's always a hmm, now aphrodisiac anyway. That chocolate is but it's again even with chocolate you gotta have a moderation for it. But see, I seen some people use the butterscotch candy too, like just the old original butterscotch, like the old people be eating,
Orange juice. Somebody
and
said
they be
orange juice.
sick. Said orange juice.
Yeah,
I
somebody said
mean,
orange juice. That's right. But chocolate chumps the orange juice. I'm telling y'all. Y'all do y'all research, y'all will see why I'm saying that. For a diabetic, best candy to give them when their sugars drop, yeah, it's I mean, it's good for them to have that orange juice because it spikes their sugars up fast as shit. But
yeah,
the best is the chocolate. Trust me, I was trained on that, John. When that nurse came up to me, she was an old head. She's like, "Look, they're gonna tell you to do this, do this, do this, but I'm gonna go old school with you." She's like, "Trust me, try it with your clients, and you're not gonna fail." Them chocolates, I mean, orange juice is good, yeah, but that John be raising their sugar up all the way to the roof.
see, I seen some people that they eat the butterscotch and they put they right back on balance and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's anybody that got even when you older in stage and got diabetes. The best thing is either chocolate or eat anything that's sweet. Period. Like even if you got the sweetest butterscotch candy or even peppermints, I seen some. I don't know, but definitely chocolate though. I mean, because you're gonna need something. I mean, but see too, you gotta make sure again it's a nice moderation and make sure it's the right chocolate.
That's true though, because you can't, you're not giving them all chocolate. Some of them chocolates is nothing but pure sugar too.
Yeah,
And what's
but you
crazy is they
know,
tell diabetic, eat all this sugar-free stuff. Do y'all know that the sugar-free stuff got more sugar than the actual food itself?
facts.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they got us so backwards. The same thing with the kids right now. Like, if I could change the HIPAA law, I would change it. But I can't change no HIPAA law alone. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, they've changed it in other places to try it. But even with that, they still having problems. Like, it's the HIPAA law.
Yeah,
Like, that's what's fucking
and a
things
lot
up
of
right
things that
now.
need to change.
That's why
There's
I
a
was
lot of
talking
things.
about the little kid behind the police cruiser because I'm sitting here, I'm like, the little kid, that little kid that I was just talking about that was behind the police car that, the school arrested him and the dad is now suing the school and all that. My whole
Yeah,
thing is y'all supposed to have these kids, but y'all taking everything from them. Like if y'all see these kids that are not in the spectrum lashing out, imagine taking these kids that are in the spectrum off their schedule and how they're going to feel. It's like listen, it's like you have an OCD and you're in a house full of trash and grease all over the walls. Like imagine how you're going to react.
but come on,
That's
Miss
how they're going
702.
to
What you want, man? You better have my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. What you want? What you
get.
want?
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
How are y'all doing today?
I'm all right. How you doing, sis?
That's good. I heard her say so many key points that I thought it was beautiful that you guys were bringing like to the public. But one of the things I wanted to say that I heard from when you were talking is that a lot of time we make children feel different because they don't know that they're adults that went through the same thing that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't talk about it. I never I was never diagnosed as a child that was on the spectrum or anything like that. But I was one step above that, which is I had an IEP teacher. And I don't know if the wonderful lady that's on the panel like knows about the IEP program, but it's
Yeah.
like a last resolution that they do with children before they put them in the alternative classes. And the
Yeah,
reason why I ended up with an IEP instructor with me in my normal classes, right? And it's wonderful that they have programs in place like that, is because I didn't speak a lot. Can you imagine that? Like other kids would have to pinch me or whatever. I was just nervous and I never spoke to anyone that I didn't feel like I could trust. And another thing that I did was I would repeat all my words twice. It was so weird, but that's like how I talked. And I didn't even learn how to read until I was 7 years old. So I was a slow learner. It's
yeah,
not that there's anything wrong with these children. You just have to teach them to deal with the world in the way that it makes sense to them you know? So I always
yeah,
had compassion for the kids who had Down syndrome or had autism even before I decided to train and become a registered behavioral tech, which I don't do that anymore, but I had that life experience, right? Because
yeah,
I always understood that sometimes kids are just people don't spend enough time with them. Sometimes a lot of these kids get wrote off because no one spent enough time to even know how to deal with their issue. Does that make sense? And then they feel
yeah,
so bad about coming forthright because adults don't talk to them about the issues that they had. You know, no one would ever believe that I was a kid, one of the kids that didn't speak, and no one would ever believe that I was a slow learner. So I always feel encouraged to tell people my story. You don't know where someone started off, you know? You have to spend
right.
time with these kids and you have to figure out how they're going to learn and deal with the world their way.
Big facts. Hold on, somebody else just popped up in here.
So
Bobby, what's going on, my guy?
but what you was talking about is called special ed inclusion. That's what they come, they take you out your regular class and help you. And I know because I had it for math and
Mhm.
science. All because,
Yep.
they say now that it's called dyslexia. But, I was
Mhm.
Yeah,
confused. I'm like, wait, dyslexia? I was like, I could read. I'm good at writing, so I'm confused. But they was like, because of the math situation, I would mix up my numbers, and you know, that's where I would end up messing up. Like, I
Yeah, your
didn't learn
numbers and
really
your
my
words.
math. I didn't really get my math until like I was 27
Mm.
on some real shit. But they like, how did you make it through life? Listen, anybody can count money. Like, that's just subtraction and addition. Like, my problems was the division, the multiplication sometimes, but more the division and the geometry and going on up. So they had me on special ed inclusion for that. So they would just take, one teacher would take me out, um, have that 1 hour class with me, and then take me out when I had to take the test. And that's how I did my classes. But other than that, like, no, it's not a problem with us. The problem is that we wasn't taught right. Like, some of us didn't have the attention or the proper guidance that we needed. And we ended up learning things on our own, or somebody ended up teaching us, just like she said. But yeah, that's part of an IEP. And a lot of people do have it. Like, some people have it for reading. So, like, you
Yeah,
don't need to be in the little yellow bus for them to say, oh,
Right.
damn, she's special. She has an IEP, or he has an IEP. No, not everybody that has an IEP is on the little yellow bus. I'm sorry to say it.
facts.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Right.
because my IEP was for, like I said, I more had a speech impediment. So it was certain words I wasn't saying, I wasn't getting it right until, shoot. I'm gonna tell you, when I was really quiet, I was quiet till almost 7. But I'm gonna tell you that right now, even when I was getting whatever I was getting, I wasn't as frustrated no more. I had different. It wasn't for reading, because I was, as soon as they was, oh, you could read it, and you knew yeah. Just I couldn't pronounce certain things. It would have sounded funny. Like, especially if you want me to read something. No, half of my sentence going to be, no. We not going to sit here and get a laugh out of that. Like, I really was on one. I still was on one. But I'm just saying, like, I progressed with a lot of different things. And again, my mom's was willing to do what she was supposed to be doing.
That's a fact.
So
That's
I
a
beat
fact.
the
And that's how it should be. And you know what's crazy? You see a lot of these young girls right nowadays that, even though what they got the kids with special needs and all that, some of these moms are creating these kids with mental issues. I'm sorry to say it. Reason why I say
Mm-hmm.
it, notice that a lot of these young ass moms are doing the same thing like my mom did. My mom had a whole SSI check for me. Why did you have a SSI check for me when at the end of the day therapy was working and I didn't need that SSI? Like, you stopped my blessings for a couple years until I was able to fight. I had to fight that. I had to sit here and like, look, listen, I don't need this. I'm not going through this. Yes, I suffer from depression, bipolar depression, and that, but I'm able to control myself. My bipolar depression only leads me to have panic attacks. Why do I get panic attacks? I don't know. I don't know where they just happen. Like, I'm thinking what I'm thinking about now, but it has nothing to do, I can't even remember the thoughts that crossed through my head for me to even panic. I'm not scared. I'm not thinking of nothing bad, but it's the stress. So as time went passing by, I learned that it was more the stress, changing more of my diet, one. So when I started changing my diet, like I said, I did the same thing with my kids. Less greasier foods, less junk. I don't eat candy. Listen, my kids get mad at me. I don't eat candy at all. I really don't like it. Um, but other than that, it's mostly, listen, call me a rabbit. I love eating salads. I don't eat meats like that. None of that. Like, I'm really into fruits and salads. People get mad as shit, but at the end of the day, like I said, look, it's helped me. I'm not sitting here feeling lazy. I'm more
Mm-hmm.
energized. I don't drink water a lot, but I do drink H3O. I love my
yeah.
fruits. I
Okay.
get my water from there. I don't really like the taste of water. To me, it's nasty. And I even got a little water thingy where it's like a little tester. It's like this
Yeah.
little stick right here. You put it inside you test each water and it'll tell you. I haven't seen one clear water yet that's really clean, clean, clean. So to me, like, it's not even worth it. You're really drinking tap water when it comes to these bottled waters. And if you look your research, you're not, listen, don't go by me. Just go do your own research. Where we get our bottled water from.
Oh, water come from me.
Listen,
And,
that's the problem with me. I do
and
too
I
much
just heard
research. And listen, a lot of our foods is affecting us. And there's a lot of doctors telling us, like, listen, it's what you're eating, it's what you're eating, it's what you're eating. They're not lying. Listen. Now, you got those that want to sit here and stuff medication and let you do whatever you want to do, or sit here and want to do a surgery or put you on some type of treatment. You don't need none of that shit. They got the cancer for cure, and they don't. They go the cure for cancer. I said that backwards. And they don't even want to let us know, but they already told us how to cure the cancer. We're not listening.
Yeah, hold on. Let me address the people that popped in here. Stupid, what's going on, my guy? Letitia, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Willis, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, no, but you're absolutely right. You know, some things you just gotta take into consideration. Like I said, even on it, you know, you gotta be aware of what's going on. See, like you in 702, you was a blessing only because you knew how to deal with the world around you. It's almost like that with me to a degree because throughout the first stages of life, shoot, I felt like I was by myself, even with the people around me. But I broke out of that. You know, I was able to get past the hump, just like most people was able to get past the hump, and we dealt with the world the way we were supposed to. Still, you know, and that's the most important thing. You always falling out, punk. Tired of your mess. You and your 12-cent Wi-Fi.
Oh shit!
Right? It sure was my Wi-Fi. Y'all started sounding like robots yourself. But I wanted to add one more thing to what this young lady said, because she is really dropping some jewels, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes your bad times can be your blessings, right? Because we went through a hard time and we had to move in with my grandma, right? And I probably was like around 7 then, right? And my grandmother's from the South, so she does a lot of weird Southern things, Southern remedies, all that type of stuff, right? And so she believed in like putting sea salt in the bathtub. Like that's how she took her baths, right? And so I just saw a couple of months ago for autistic children, they're doing detox baths to pull like medicals and improper like chemicals out of their bodies. And it's really showed improvement for them mentally to have detox baths, which is essentially putting sea salt in their bath waters, you know, or putting a bentonite clay in their bath waters. So you know what? Don't sleep on the grandmas and grandpas in them. Some of them old remedies do work. You know, some don't sleep on them. They do know what they know sometimes.
No, that's a whole fact. But see, I always thought that putting sea salt in there was almost a substitute for like if you don't have Epsom salt because you know even like Epsom salt is good
Yep,
for the
that's
body.
what is one of them too.
Yeah. So you know it's always different remedies, and then again a lot of times there's people that's not even here right now that sat there and then basically gave the blueprint, but again just got to listen to what's going on. But some people refuse to hear reasoning. They want to hear what sounds good for them. So
And the young lady was also talking about the math, right? And my heart just dropped for you because I remember how horrible they used to be the kids that didn't get math. They used to be horrible. The classroom used to be very abusive. You know, they would degrade the kid and say, oh, you just don't want to do it, or you weren't paying attention. They would send kids to the corner. I had one teacher, she would tell students to pick up their desks and move it to the side of the room for the students that didn't feel like learning that day. You know, like
yeah,
that
wow,
doesn't help a child either. That don't help children either. I hope teachers aren't still doing that type of stuff because the 80s, 90s teachers, they had no concept of like that type of compassion. They didn't know. They just thought you'd use a firm hand and eventually the kid would do their math better or do their reading better, you know?
No, I had some
yeah,
good teachers though. My teachers was good. Like I had one teacher that I think I did 2 years with her. And she had like every student that left her calling her mom. We was like, yo, this is our second home.
yeah.
I had some good ass teachers, like, and then my best subject was history. So, you know, I was always teacher's pet.
Nah, I mean, because you know everybody had at least one teacher throughout life that you know was always compassionate because they already either had probably prior dealings with kids on that nature, or you know, a lot of times it didn't matter. They was just kind hearted and kind spirited, and it's rare to find a lot of times because again, some people don't have no concept of no real reality. You know, again, not everybody gonna be on the normal spectrum, and even when not. You know, you're not supposed to treat them any different because you wouldn't want nobody. And everybody started to realize that. You wouldn't want nobody treating your kids that way.
Facts. But I
If
know what
Yeah.
she's
anything,
saying.
y'all be
There
pushing
were some.
both.
There's still some teachers like that. Listen, it's gotten worse. That's why I speak on the school situations because remember how back then, all right, we get it. The high school students ended up, the teachers flirting with them or them flirting with the teachers, or it was the college students. All right, we
Yeah.
understand. We understood the, the grapes and the college premises and dorm rooms and all that. Okay, we get that. But now, why is it that a lot of y'all's keeping it shut, knowing that these teachers are going as far as to now taking our kids from, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and now they're having sex with them. Now they're touching them. Now they're molesting them. Now they're caught in fights with them. Now they're caught into altercations with them. I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait, you're supposed to be the person to separate this, not instigate this, or you're supposed to be the person to stop this, not finish it. Like, it's weird as shit.
I'm sorry, Marlene. Have a good one. I'm sorry, Commander. Y'all have a good one.
So many so many teachers being really, they're getting out of pocket with our kids, and I don't know what's up with the parents.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Um,
I was looking at Marlene. I'm sorry, Marlene. I'll see you later.
nah, and I
Somebody
don't want
talking about
nobody to
hi,
be
Tony.
triggered. Listen, I don't want nobody to feel triggered. Hold on, let me say this. I don't want nobody to feel any type of way. Like I said, there's gonna be topics sometimes I'm gonna bring up that it might either trigger or might be too close to home. But again, I'm all for having these conversations because again, the awarenesses need to be brought out. Um, and I'm gonna probably tackle that topic probably tomorrow. Stupid. I was still trying to get info on that situation. You know, and again, that's a dire situation too. But I really want to get on this thing tonight. It's like last night, I was adamant on that. You know, the attacks on kids going on, and all cylinders, even that.
I just wanted to come up and speak for the people who never tell folks, like, yo, I came through the ranks, you know? Because I think a lot of the times people never tell their own story that they came through the ranks, you know? So I hope that Marlene wasn't triggered by anything that I said, and I hope she's having a good night. And I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to fall back to the chat.
No doubt with 702. I appreciate you. You always more than welcome to pop up.
Same here, same here. Yeah, but see, these
Martin,
topics are touchy though, so I understand some people.
yeah, but I wasn't aware because, like I said, I just started following the chat. But the only thing I mainly seen is that she triggered. I don't know what happened, and I hope this ain't nothing. Again, Marlene, you know, we love you, baby. I really wanted to speak about that tonight, and I was going to talk on that topic. Like
Which
we
topic?
already covered the top, nah, because we already covered it last night as far as kids being attacked. That's the kids that's on the normal spectrum. I was speaking on the kids who, you know, are on the other side of the spectrum
On the
because they just
spectrum.
as easy targets, just like any other kid. They get targeted.
They're easier.
Yeah,
It's like I tell everybody, if my son's autistic, I fight with him every day. Oh, that's my friend. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand me, mom. That's not your friend, son. You don't know them from a can of paint. That's the argument every day in and day out. And y'all see where we landed at to the point where his aunt had to reach out. I was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna need some help. Like, I had to take my pride to the side. Like, look, listen, Mom Dukes can't do it by herself. Like, no means no. And I'm not gonna lose my son to no internet, and I'm not gonna lose my son to the streets.
yeah. I've always felt like this. Just it's sad because even in society now, you got to still worry about that. And you got some people that if they don't got the right type of people around them, they are easier to get into situations. Again, I'm not even going to speak on the situations I heard coming up. because the way I've heard about it, it was just like, what was you thinking, and why would you even do it in the first place? You know, and there's a couple stories. Like I said, it's just it lets you know that even on here, that could be the next best thing that could happen um to getting rid of some of these problems. It's just us bringing this awareness. You know,
And it's coming together because as y'all can see, listen, I don't know if a lot of y'all not aware, but the mental health crisis is going to get worse because they're going to keep taking programs away. If y'all not woke, then I suggest that all of y'all that are not woke stay the hell in bed. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to, feel some type of way. But listen, at the end of the day, why y'all keep ignoring it? What's crazy is those that ignore it, those that put people down and talk about these situations, when the knock comes at y'all door, y'all be the first one to say, yo, what can I do? How can I do this? Can y'all help me? Y'all want to right away start doing y'all research, but it's too late.
yeah, you don't want that right there. That's why I said it's just some things I can't poke fun at. I just can't do it. And if I feel it's necessary, I'm gonna bring it up. Nah, word, you good. I don't know. Marlene got triggered. I don't know if it's about the conversation or not, but again, hopefully, Marlene, you know I love you, baby. I wasn't trying to trigger nobody neither, but like I said, sometimes I'm gonna have these deep conversations.
Yeah. There's certain things, listen, nobody should be ashamed of whatever. If you overcome that situation and you're able to talk, you should be able to have the freedom and the opportunity to talk. Like the people that hold it back, that's where we start seeing the issues. And people start wondering why we got depression, why we got all this stuff going on. Like it's all right to hold stuff in. It's all right to be strong, but there's certain things that we need to talk about and let out because people be thinking that everybody is so perfect. Ain't nobody perfect but the man that made this whole world and made us. Like
No,
sometimes we really
I know. It's just I still got to be mindful in the way. That's it.
no, I
Wait a
know.
minute.
I'm just backing you up.
Wait, hold on. She live on what channel, bro? There's a couple of people live right now. Oh shoot! Shout out to Cornice.
Yeah, everybody on YouTube right now.
Shout out to Kailani. I think he live too. And a couple of them is just premieres. All right. And I was about to just say, I'll be scrolling through the notes. I'll be trying to do a little bit of everything, but
Yeah.
you know,
But there's a lot of things that we're not even bought. Like we was just talking about that earlier. We was just sitting here watching TikTok videos and how they want to ban the TikTok because all this stuff is being exposed with the Trump and all this shit.
yeah.
I'm saying there's way more than that, but it's way more than they exposing the sex traffic and they're exposing the stuff with the mental health issues. They're exposing what's happening in Texas and different states. See, we going by the media, we going by the news. We don't really know what's really happening around us unless we talk to each other or we get on Facebook or we get on YouTube and we actually tell each other what's going on in our city, our state, or our country, wherever we're from, on some real shit, or unless we post some news that's happening in our city and state. But what's crazy is you get on these apps and you actually see different things than what you're hearing on the news.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes, like, prime example, there's been a couple lives y'all heard me sounding like I was about to start tweaking out when it goes to show you, like, even when it comes to people that I said shouldn't even be on the streets because they themselves up there, because you don't want to have to put hands and feet on somebody, especially if you might have to defend yourself. But then again, when these people are that high on the spectrum, they really need the help that they need, and they really
And that's a
shouldn't be
fact.
out of society. I call it like I see it with a lot of different things, and again, they are the easiest target even out of the community now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna end up talking about them stories at some point, but I want to make sure that's exact because, like I said, I've heard stories. I didn't have to witness nothing, just for the fact that mostly everybody I knew around me that was talking about it, and still to this day talk about it, it's gut wrenching because it goes to show you like they are at the mercy of anybody. Platty, what's going on, baby?
That's a fact. But what's crazy is that people not noticing our real target. The real targets is the kids. Like, yo, y'all not noticing what's going on around worldwide, especially with our kids in the spectrum. Listen, I grew up seeing a lot of kids with mental health issues, right? And
Mm.
only recently is that I'm seeing all these kids that are either in the spectrum or have some type of mental health issue that are going crazy. It's like either something's in the food or something's in the air.
Yeah.
Like nobody's noticing this. Like real shit. Like it's happening worldwide, and it's mostly happening with the kids with mental health issues. Then to top it off, it's been months. It's not this HIPAA. If y'all start looking into it, it's been months they've been working on to this. Like look at the changes. Like there's so much going on that I'm sitting here. I'm like either some of these people are just stupid or they just want to be blind. Real
Now
shit.
you know what it is because some people are really. I'm gonna be honest with you. That some of it that is, but then you got others that are really just confused because again, it's some of them is new to them. You know, like I said, everybody is different. But I was just
Hmm.
saying on the whole in general, you're gonna have things that are gonna, and sometimes it can just be they've been triggered by certain verbs and certain actions. That's all it takes
Yeah,
sometimes. I noticed that one thing even with people on that spectrum. Sometimes it just takes a specific action and it can trigger them the wrong way.
that's because the difference between them and us is our reality. We could take a joke, we could take comedy, we could take roasting, we could take sarcasm and understand what's being said. You make a joke to them or you're sarcastic to them, they get defensive because they're not understanding your joke. They're not understanding your sarcasm. Sometimes the conversations like right now, what me and you're talking about, we would have to sit here and really break it down for them to understand what we're saying. That's why I'm like, you really have to have patience with them, regardless of anything. They're just like us. If you raise them to be just like us, but if you start raising them the way they want you to raise them, the system wants you to raise them, you're gonna have kids with so many issues that it's not even a joke.
Yeah.
Like we gotta start listening to our. I'm talking about them grandparents that know about all these remedies, that know about the spiritual world, that know about all that stuff. That's what we really gotta start listening to. Not them old heads that are out here screaming and shouting and saying, "Go, go, smack that nigga in the face." Yo, what you waiting for? She ain't nothing but a. Not them.
Yeah.
Like when the hell, like when have you really seen an elder really speak like that to anybody younger than them? I'm like, we really got to sit down and start analyzing what's going on around us. The disrespect amongst us is real bad, and y'all want the kids to sit here and respect us. We don't even respect each other. And I'm not excusing this for the kids, but at the end of the day, what we're doing is also we're implementing this. We're implementing this hate. We're putting this envy in them. We're giving it to them. We're feeding it to them. We're listen. It's so many things that we're doing, and now we're screaming. Why are our kids acting like this? Because we can't act like simple adults. We can't get along. We can't come together and do something for the community. And when we do come together, there's always a bad apple in the crowd that turns two or three against what's being done good. I'm like, y'all sit here and cry when y'all get it. Y'all don't know what to do with it, that y'all push it away. It's the crazy part because when we do get the help, we push it. We could do it ourselves. We could do this. Make up your mind. You want to prosper, you want to stay stuck. Like we can't the solutions are there. You either take it. When you're given lemonade, you make lemonade. Like you don't let the lemons go to waste.
Yeah. I mean, hold on. Liz, what's going on, baby? No, Marlene, you good, sisters. I ain't know which I know I got at least 4 of your channels, I believe so. I gotta see if I got the other one. That's probably the one you was up because I didn't get no notifications neither. I just wanted to make sure you was good, sis, because I know it's like I said, this type of topic sometimes they trigger people. But you good. I love you, baby, and you still owe me a dance, baby. Y'all already know what time it is. You see what it is, right? Y'all see what time it is. No.
Nate telling people to do flips in the chat. See, then he gonna complain about them flips.
I ain't complaining about no clips.
I said flips.
Oh yeah. No, because see if I'm gonna entertain this.
He said no flips, no cartwheels. Drop down and give me 50. That's how y'all gonna dance.
No,
I'll
but
be
you know, you
cracking up
gotta.
with Nate though. He funny as hell. You funny as hell. I got you as a third person. You hear me?
It's all good. No, I mean, I just try to, I try to do the best I can with just, bringing what's presented. And these topics need to be presented because again, even on here, they are a danger. You know,
Yeah. Each one, especially the one with the little submarine. I saw somebody mentioning the submarine subject. I was cracking up. I'm like, yo, they only got 1 day left. That's messed up. But they traveling. Don't worry. They're either in the future or in the past. We'll figure it out. Remember, we're in Marvel right now. I'm not sure we're a part of Spider-Man. If we're a part of, damn, I'm not trying to mix up DC, so I'm gonna just leave it with Spider-Man. I'm a DC baby.
I ain't mad at you. Well, I'm a Marvel baby, and I'm gonna continue to be that way.
Oh no, I like both of them, but I'm more into DC because I like Storm. I like all of them.
Nah, Storm that's Marvel.
Oh, she Marvel? I'll mix them up. I told you.
No, no, you good. Now you said you
I'll
was
mix
more
them
of a
up.
Superman and Wonder Woman. I'm like, oh, you're a DC fanatic.
No, I love Batman. I love Supergirl. I love Catwoman. Those are I started off with DC before I learned Marvel.
Yeah.
I just that's my go to is always DC. Shit, my first cartoon was Catwoman.
GJ, get your little shadow baby self up out of here with that shenanigans, you leprechaun.
Oh shit, I'm trying to look. I can't see the comments.
Nah, I know. The shadow baby extraordinaire comes out of nowhere. Nah, it's all good though. It's all good. Tell you,
These
you always got
niggas.
some shadow watches. I seen a cartwheel coming. I know it. I know it. No, but you had to bring these topics, and this is, the most convenient thing to do, especially on here. You bring
Yeah.
the awareness worldwide, especially with whatever's going on. There's a lot of situations that's happening, even when they talk it in the chat. They don't necessarily deal with my state, but it's something that could happen worldwide.
Listen, you know that there's I told y'all already when my son went ran away and stuff like that. There was a couple kids that ran away, and guess what? Like I was telling people, all the kids that are running away in Philadelphia, if y'all do your research, are kids that are in the spectrum. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like it's already 5 or 6 kids already from the same neighborhood, runaways, and they're all where? In the goddamn spectrum. And I'm saying here, like, it's something going on. It's something in the air. I'm not the only one saying this shit. It's something like, what's going on?
Yeah. You
I'm like,
just
yeah.
gotta be mindful.
And like we was just talking about the little because I had uploaded a video too this morning. I think it was this morning or yesterday. I'm not even sure when I uploaded the video, but I know I did about this guy here in Philly. Telling people from New York, New Jersey, and well, basically all Philly, New York, New Jersey residents, like to prepare themselves. I'm like, I've been through this shit. Like, if y'all wake up, all this been happening before the pandemic started. Pandemic started what 2019, I think it was 2018. If you notice, Philadelphia and New York and New Jersey and all these places that are together right here, the military been moved in on us. We have people from the military living amongst us, and Philly is not the only place. If you do this, your research online is something called Project Something. The
Yeah.
military was starting to live amongst the civilians, and basically we're in the middle of war. Like that shit that just happened on what Route 95, 75, whatever the route was, the
Yeah, Jersey.
explosion that happened. I'm like, if y'all wake up, that seems more like an underground attack. Who does that? I'm like, we're in the middle of war and we're just asleep. We've been in the middle of war. Y'all just noticing all this stuff. I'm like, how y'all just noticing the military in our city? I'm like, I know Nate, you've been noticing that for the past couple of years. Like, how
Yeah.
sleep can we be?
Man, listen, out here, it ain't nothing that don't get past me, and if it got past me, it's really because it was too quiet. But
We're in the middle of something called the Project Something. I forgot what it was, but we've been in the middle of that for a couple of years already. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know if the pandemic has to do with it, but this John Ben started. There's a whole documentary speaking on that project. If you look at it, it's right here on YouTube too. I'm saying, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, how we don't know none of this stuff. But what's crazy, if you go to look at the news from London, or if you go look at the news everywhere else that has nothing to do with the United States, they know about what's going to happen to us before we know it.
Facts. You ain't saying nothing wrong there. And I'm like I said, New York City, man. Listen, I'm accustomed to seeing a little bit of anything and everything. For all I know, I can see a giraffe riding a human being. Listen, no, nothing. It's like there's certain things that's just you already seeing it because the people are just allowing it.
They're like, I just saw a tanker. I was like, you just saw a tanker? I'm like, we've been seeing tankers. Like, what the hell? Oh, we locked in Philly. We know we locked in Philly. Like, we're not really locked. It's just that they messed up the main road to leave Philly. I said there's other ways to get out. They just messed up the main road.
Yeah, that's it. That's all
That's
they
all.
doing. But
Same thing with the submarine thing. Everybody was talking about the submarine. I'm like, yo, these niggas got one day left. And listen, fingers crossed, hopefully they find them. But all this shit's already been pre-planned. Simpsons predicted all this stuff that's happening. I'm like, look at it. Like, if y'all want to do your research and find out what's going to happen before it happens, start doing, start looking and putting two and two together. You got to do it like a detective. Because we can't find out the shit that's going to happen. You just got to look at it. Some of us already know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
On some real shit. We really do know what's going to happen. Question is, how many of us do know and how many of us are going to be prepared for it?
That's the question. And who knows? The answer hopefully will be answered soon. That's why we got to keep bringing it. So I was like how we bringing it the way we bringing it. And I kind of figured that. I already listen. I know who the hell is subbed to me and who's not subbed to me. I know names and names alone, even for the backup pages. Your boy ain't retarded. Anytime something come in, I already know it's the new vibes. You already know what to do. But I'm mad. I didn't get my body this week. Wait, yes, I did. Got my body on Sunday, I believe. I did say it was the rest of y'all, so y'all do what you do. But I got through the most part without having no interruptions, so that was the most important thing.
I was reading the chat.
But you always gonna have one that want to be stupid. But hey, that just goes to show you when you really bring in something that's needed, you're gonna have idiots that's gonna try to stop it. Well, I'm gonna bombard you.
The problem that we have right now, the biggest problem, we don't have no real OGs. Now, the ones that are heading up to there, like you, I can consider you a young OG. But the ones that are already way older than you, that should be OGs, are acting worse than people my age and people my kids' age. It's crazy as shit. And that's one of the biggest problems that we're having right now is the disrespect amongst each other. The pettiness, how we snap on each other, how we can't sit here and have a simple conversation and talk something out. Like, whether it's bad or good, all right, let's talk it out. Leave it at that. If we ain't gonna get along, fuck it. You go your way, I go my way. If you fuck up, then listen, that's it. It's curtains. Then we handle it right there. But at the end of the day, nobody talks. Everybody just wants to sit here and they say the white man racist. But we're building coffins for each other. They're just waiting for us to build it.
Big facts. See, that's why I said the rabbit hole always go deep, but even when it comes to it, like that's why I said last night was the attack on kids who are on the normal spectrum. Tonight was this on the other spectrum because again, all these kids is targets regardless.
Facts.
That's something we gotta, keep bringing awareness to. And those who feel that they're gonna laugh or be a part of that stupidity, you only showing you probably a part of the problem, and you might actually end up being at some point doing the same weird stuff that's going on there.
And they're attacking our babies too. Like, y'all think that our regular kids are not in trouble, like our 1-year-olds or 2-year-olds? Listen, y'all gotta really watch these YouTube kids that people stop watching cable and started just putting on YouTube Kids for their kids because they thinking it's better than Nickelodeon or Disney, when at the end of the day, it's even worse there. Listen, I stopped putting YouTube Kids on for my daughter, and I just leave on the regular YouTube because I can see my history. I can see what she gets on while she's watching it, and I got my premium. But putting that to the side, right? Y'all not noticing all the messages that are being given to our kids, how the Levitica is, making so many, and I have nothing against them. You see where I'm coming from? But the
Yeah.
problem is, let me just put it like this: how flamboyant, I can't say the word right. They're being with it. Like, I'm sitting
No,
here, I'm like,
they just being out and about with it too toughly. But
yeah, but the real ones that are, that go that route are out
yeah,
here fighting them too with us. And I'm saying, I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. I'm like, I'm like, Levitica is divided on some real shit. They're fighting each other because the real ones don't want them to do what they're doing. Look what's happening in these schools. You got these teachers. Like, I've shown some videos on some lives before I started doing the reaction. Before I stopped doing the reaction videos. Before all this started happening with, my personal stuff and all that again. Y'all seen, I showed y'all the videos with these teachers out here telling these kids about their sexual preferences and all this, blah blah. I could just keep going. Y'all putting that in our kids' heads. Now y'all sitting here coming at the little kids that are saying there's only two sexes, suspending them. Now they're having issues with, like I'm sitting here, I'm like, you got 13, 9-year-olds getting lawyers to fight these schools because they're sitting here saying no, they're wrong. They shouldn't be saying this to us. They shouldn't be teaching us. They're fighting. But you don't see enough parents fight like they're fighting. I'm seeing more kids starting to stand up and make a fight than what I'm seeing parents do. And that right there, a lot of parents should be ashamed of themselves because it's crazy how we got 9 and 13-year-olds really understanding what we're sitting here talking about and are fighting for what we should be fighting for. Like, really look at it. Like, wake up. These these YouTube, all these YouTube videos that are on YouTube Kids are not all safe. They're doing the same thing. They're trying to show our kids, like, you got these men dressed up as women. I had my daughter, I had to sit down and have a whole conversation with her and explain to her why another woman was kissing another woman on a YouTube Kids platform. Why there was a man on a two-piece, dancing around in a kids video. Like, she saw package and all. Like, come on, like, let's start getting it together. Let's start waking up. If our kids are fighting, why the hell aren't we making the same stand that they are? They're doing it by themselves. There's only a few of us real parents. There's a few of us real kings and queens that are actually making a stand. Where are the rest of our real kings and queens at? Where are they?
that's why you gotta keep bringing out this talk the way you gotta bring it out anyway. Hold on, no doubt, Angela. Appreciate you, baby. Hold on, Tanya, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And y'all already know what to do. Mods, y'all know what to do. Just in case. And yes, stupid, I asked you to come up tomorrow to bring it because, again, we don't know what's what. And I still got to delve into a few different things. So, patience, good sir. Nah, but it is true. It's always a division tactic somewhere. But, at some point, the people will wake up because, again, it's going to be
Hold on,
something that
baby.
everybody's going to have to unite on.
Yeah, they're getting attacked from all forms and angles. Like, and I already talked about how the teachers are doing it too. So parents either step up and do what y'all gotta do because, like I said, listen, I made my stand. I don't really gotta do all this that I'm doing, but I'm doing it because I want to keep fighting. I'm doing it because it's not just my son going through it. I'm doing it because at the end of the day, if I was able to help him and I'm still able to help him, then parents, there is a way. Like, stop saying that there's no way to help our kids that are on the spectrum, that there's no way to help our kids that are not in the spectrum. There are so many ways to help them, but we're getting lazy. We're programmed to get this lazy for some reason, and we're falling for it instead of waking up. We need to, like, smell the coffee, get it together. Listen, you don't want to smell the coffee, then light up a blunt and smell Mary Jane. But wake up.
That's a whole fact. I mean, you're gonna need that awareness, and that you're gonna have to be able to battle from all angles and all parameters. You have to.
And it's coming. It's coming. Like, it's really coming. Like, you gonna keep we got two choices. Either keep building these 2 to 3 feet coffins for our babies, or Get up and make that stand. That's it. Like, stop being so scared. I had so many people try to bring me down, like tell me, Ray, you're gonna be a target, you're gonna be this. I don't care as long as I can save my kids. And when I'm gone, somebody else is gonna pick it up and keep going with it at the end of the day. Like, I got faith. Let them
Yeah.
take me. Like, I already have issues. I know that I've gotten threats. I've gotten this. At the end of the day, that's all that is. They're trying to scare you. Like, how many times they didn't try to, oh, you can't do this with your son. You can't do that. When I came into this family court and they said, yo, you could have been that. I said, for real? But they told me they was trying to put fear in you, mom. She was like, you gotta, understand. If you didn't do this, they wasn't gonna make their money. Your son right now is property, of the system. You're just responsible for them. I said, oh shit. She's like, them adjudications ain't no joke. The lady really talked to me.
Yeah.
All they did was put fear. And as a mom, what do? Protect your kid even more when you feel like they're in danger. A real mom does, at least, I think.
Yeah, nah, you got mostly everybody I know for a fact, even here. But even if they kids is grown, if they kids is on that side of the spectrum, there's always going to be a constant battle because you got a bunch of weirdos, you got a bunch of predators, you got a bunch of everything out there. That's why I don't mind having these talks. Bonnie, what's going on, baby? That's why I always try to show people too. You want to have people from different parts of the globe, different parts of the map. That's always going to have something to bring to the forefront, regardless. So,
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
cool.
all for it.
Listen, it's like the detective, like I was telling you earlier. How was it that this detective, I'm saying, okay, I'm glad y'all came out so fast. Put y'all little report. Y'all told me to call again if I saw my son. Where the hell was y'all at? Y'all never came. My son had a whole breakdown over here to the point where we had to look for him again. And when we found him, his grandma, which I don't want him there because they bump heads with each other.
Yeah.
That's where he's got to stay until his aunt had to come pick him up. And I'm saying, I'm like, what if he took his life? Like, what if he broke the glass? He broke everything, saying that he didn't want to be here. Da, 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 da. I'm like, you know how salty he felt when he realized that his computer didn't go nowhere? At the end of the day, that's me teaching my son a lesson. Me showing him that I'm not going to sit here and fight you like an enemy. You have to learn and realize that at the end of the day, I'm your mother. And when I say something, it goes. I don't want what's bad for you. I want what's best for you. And see, our kids don't seem to realize that unless we show them. Teaching them a lesson doesn't mean sit here and rumble your child in the middle of your fucking living room, whether he's in the spectrum or not. Sitting here teaching your child a lesson doesn't mean cursing your child out. It means sitting here and showing them that what they did was wrong, letting them bump their own head and realizing that they made a mistake.
Facts. Miss T, what's going on, baby?
You want to have
Definitely
that?
appreciate y'all for tuning in.
It's chocolate pudding.
Oh,
Who else popped up in this chat? Who else popped up in here tonight? I see y'all people up in here tonight. Y'all can all tune in.
He said he was.
All right, I'm about to take it out. I'm gonna put it in the oven for you, and I'll be right there. I'm about to get off. Okay?
Mm.
You want to say hi? Say hi. Go ahead.
Hi.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
What's going on, baby?
Say hi, Nate.
Hi, Nate.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Oh,
Guess
that's
how
what's
old
up.
am I now?
How old?
6.
Oh, snap. That's what's up. Oh,
I was 5 and now I turned 6.
and next year you're going to be 7.
I know. I'm not
That's what's
next
up,
year.
little
My
baby.
mom knows how many years.
Yeah, next year. Your birthday not till December. Well, yeah, you're right. This year you'll be 7.
Tomorrow?
No, wait,
Okay.
I'm tripping. Whatever, however the calendar goes. She just turned 6 in
Capricorn baby.
December.
Got your little Capricorn babies up. You got a couple more months then.
When was he born?
Oh, but wait, that's his personal business. He's grown.
You know.
Yes, hold up. It's my conversation with him. I'll be right there. Take out your little what you making?
Hash brown?
Take out the hash brown and I'll turn the oven on.
Uh-oh. Hash brown alert. Uh-oh.
Yeah, big as shit. Well, I'm about to get down because she wants me to make these hash browns and I gotta watch her.
Nah, no doubt. Go do what you gotta do, super mom, baby. But I appreciate you popping in and bringing that knowledge and bringing that wisdom to the forefront, like always. Like I appreciate everybody that do something.
Yeah, and I hope every parent sees that regardless, no matter how good of a parent you are and how close of an eye you have on your kid. Listen, when your child is computer savvy, and I've said it time after time, and listen, if it wasn't for this incident, I wouldn't have learned of the encrypted messages. So guys, be careful with the encrypted messages because they're getting them a lot. Um, that's Platty.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on, baby?
Hello, sis. Hello, bro. How are we?
Long time no see.
Oh yeah, I apologize to everyone. I've been away on holidays, having a wonderful time, and I have stopped in and, seen people from time to time, but I haven't been as, what do you call it? What's the word? Um,
Vigilant,
they're
active.
active there for everyone. I don't know, as I usually am, and I apologize. But I had a good holiday, so, you know. Hello, little one. Oh, you're so gorgeous.
Nah, you're supposed to. Oh, the little babies.
Ooh,
Nah, but
what
you're
a
supposed to.
cherub.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to take some time out when you need to. And look, you're only human. What, you a robot? If you're a robot, then you don't take no days off. Like
Yeah,
you
Facts.
Patty,
just
yeah, you got to see her go through them caves. She be wanting me
Oh,
to take a trip to Australia. I'm like, oh my God. I saw them
yeah.
kangaroos too. I'm like, I need to adopt one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck with adopting one. They're
I'm
not
just trying to
easy
adopt
to
a kangaroo.
control.
I'm just trying to adopt a kangaroo and maybe get a poisonous spider. That's it.
What? What do you want to poison a spider for?
That's where y'all got them trapdoor spiders. Those suckers. I seen.
Oh, we've
Listen,
got.
I think.
He
I've
ready
been
for
doing my
war.
research
Nate
on
ready for war. He need them poisonous spiders. You don't see them coming.
we've got We've got funnel webs, we've got trapdoors, we've got redback spiders. They're a bit smaller, quite deadly. You know, you could take a red belly black snake home with you.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah,
I think I got
you
to
just
take big enough.
you just want the poisonous things, hey?
Yeah, I like stuff. I like to play.
I'll just let you know that the platypus has poisonous spurs. So if anyone wants to take me home, I might kill you.
Yo, Flatty, she funny as hell, yo.
I need a bat too, and one of them caves I know is a bat. I need one.
I don't actually know about whether there's any bats in the caves. I haven't seen any.
Oh well, I've been
But I'll,
bamboozled.
No, y'all gotta admit, them Jones, them little hikes that she be taking, that the places she be going to be nice as shit.
oh,
Yeah.
that's just one mountain. I've only shown you like a little bit of our national park. There's so much more to see.
We don't got that in Philly, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now where's these hash browns? I only turned up for food, snacks. Where are my
she got them.
snacks?
She got them hash browns in the air fryer right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh
Good old
I
hash
don't
brown.
I don't
She
have
love hash
any.
browns. I don't get it though, cause I don't like them.
No, I
Well,
mess with them. I can't eat them every day, but I mess with them, especially like on
oh, I
on a decent breakfast sandwich. Yeah, I'm down
mm,
for
I just
hmm I'm definitely all about them.
that. No, but that's what I was saying. I felt like I needed to have this conversation again tonight.
no, yeah,
Last
that's
night
not
was
here.
different, and tonight was even different. But this is what I'm saying. You're gonna get those. Embrace it. Love it. Stop smoking rocks. Hopefully,
She said,
word got this new drop.
I'm looking on it. He said, stop smoking rocks. There's crackheads everywhere.
Well, let me say it loud enough so they can hear it. Stop smoking rocks, baby, for 2024.
So, it's bright as shit to be night outside right now, yo. It's all these lights. They need to turn them off.
Nah, it's like that in my area too, but they just got finished with a baseball game. But we supposed to be getting some rain these next couple days, but we ain't getting no rain just as of yet. I'm surprised, but it's been dark damn near half the day.
We just got a little bit of rain over here. It's been like drizzling.
What time
like-
is it there, Rach?
11:35.
11:35, yeah.
Okay,
PM.
be very careful.
It's 1 p.m. out there Thursday for the future, baby. Still love you though, baby.
I'm compared to Nate. I'm in a little place where I got corner stores and Chinese stores in every corner.
Oh yeah,
But y'all's
that's
close
what I
at a
was
certain
talking
time.
about.
Yeah, but y'all's close at a certain time. We don't.
Some of them No, some of them stay open. They got some 24-hour ones. They got the smoke shops now.
Yeah, but I already know some of the smoke shops out here, they've been closing early. Except for
No,
the
these-
legit ones.
These stay open all night. And they
Nah,
got them
'cause they got the
running.
window. We got that window. That's why a little 24-hour window. But you know
Yeah.
they ain't letting you in the store at a certain time. Like, no, my friend, you will not be trying to rob me in the damn store. We don't do those. We don't do those.
So they got the little Jones mixed up too, like the little smoke shop with the little delis. They close the deli part at 2 a.m.
Oh shoot, Liz over here giving out the almost the down south good old chicken. Oh shoot. Oh,
Cool.
I caught up.
Baked chicken, white rice, and green beans. Where's mine, sis? Save me some.
Nah, everybody been putting in some work food wise. I ain't do nothing in the last couple of days. I've been lazy.
Why not?
I don't know.
You've been eating, haven't you?
Somewhat, but I've been sleeping mostly. It's like I spent my vacation besides just doing this, giving my rest and relaxation. My body was broke from plantation life. Nah, but it's gonna be a little bit lighter for the summer only because they don't really need us during the early portion of the day. But we still got our night shifts, so
Right.
but I'm gonna hate when September come back around because no. Well, I signed up for it, so I know what I'm doing for.
Yeah. Thank you, Liz. I knew I could count on you.
It's nice outside, but it's chilly.
Oh, it's bloody freezing here.
You
Yeah,
cold over there?
Oh my
if y'all ever
God.
go for, you said it's cold over there.
Yeah, but we're in winter. I'm thinking of, just saying fuck it and putting on my pajamas right now.
Oh, we stole your good weather. See, you had the summer already, and man, we just getting summer. See what I'm talking about, you future babies? Come on, son. I'm trying to get the snowball out there, son. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Try to stay warm out there. I already know. On the other side of the world right now, they done had their summer. Now we taking their summer. I know how this works. I know how this works.
Take it back, though. We don't want it.
I'm
I
glad somebody knows how it works.
Nah,
We
that's
don't
because
want
I'm used to all 4 seasons. Well,
No, we're missing 2 seasons. Ain't nobody peeped that.
Yeah, I know.
Fall don't exist no more. Spring don't exist no more.
Yeah.
Winter exists 1 week out the year.
Oh, it's either you freeze to death or you burn. There's no in between anymore.
Nah, I know, but you gotta try to stay warm as possible and don't get yourself sick out there. And if the weather really is crazy out there, try to stay in your onesie snuggies and
Yes, I need. You've reminded me. I need to get my onesie out again. I've
Come
got
on,
this.
come on.
I've got this bear onesie. It's very warm.
No doubt, Stu, but you already know. You know you're gonna get that morning safe. So
You know what's
Good
crazy? I thought the
night,
sidewalk was meant for humans.
stupid.
These niggas, they got the cars all on the sidewalk. Like we gotta really walk in the street.
Yeah, if you
Like,
all haven't, I know that you have, but if you haven't, sub to everyone. Help Liz get her watch hours. My girl is on the rise.
see all them Johns parked right there, right on the sidewalk,
oh shoot!
on across the street too. Look,
I know cars on top of cars.
I see the empty space. I ain't even peep. They moved the cars in there. This
Oh,
ain't
my
nothing but garages. Look how
Oh
stupid
wait,
they are.
hold on. Wait,
my
let me give a
sis is so
congratulations.
pretty.
Wait a minute. Let me give a congratulations to my brother for getting that 1K. Shout outs to the word. I know you probably
Oh,
still
yes.
in here shadow watching
You
too,
see it?
man. Congratulations, baby.
Congratulations, word.
You see it, Nate?
Yeah,
That's a whole sidewalk full of cars, and the garages are closed.
that's
I'm
crazy.
like, that's dumb as shit.
Word. That's crazy, man. So you ain't parking in here today, motherfucker.
That's right, 702. Liz does deserve the support because she supports every mofo out here, every single one of us.
It ain't about rushing it, Liz. We just feel you deserve it, baby. That's all the love and support that's coming on over here, man. That's what I continue to try to bring. Some people might not see it that way, but look at my face. Look at my face.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking.
You see how
I
the kids
can't
do your
tell.
phone?
I can't tell whether you're mad, happy, disappointed in me, hungry.
No. That's why I like this avatar. See, it makes you think.
Oh, it makes me think, all right.
Well, apparently, I scared a couple people when I first put this up. Somebody said I might get nightmares. I was like, "How you gonna get nightmares?" Like,
It just looks like an X-ray with a hood on it.
I could have called myself Ghost Rider 2.0, but yeah, I just needed the red one. If they'd had a red filter for it, I'd definitely fire. Oh wait,
Mm-hmm.
since you're here, Platty, I learned something. See, I learned
Hi,
something.
Rach.
Ah,
Good
shout
night,
out to
honey.
Rachel. Shout out to Rachel, baby. Hold on. See, I learned something. See, I'm gonna give everybody what they
What
want
did you
tonight.
learn?
I learned something. Look at your boy.
Oh, yeah.
Style. Yeah, don't worry, I'm learning.
What the fuck were you doing?
Oh, you didn't hear that, did you?
No,
Oh.
I heard. I
Oh,
heard.
yeah. I was over here doing a little bit of everything, but I was also doing this for the world real quick. I had to do this real quick. We got to give a drop sometimes. Got to give a little drop.
Sure.
I can't do the video drops yet, but hey,
You get there. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I gotta be careful though, because they like to try to give whatever for this, but it's all good. What's that? You ain't never heard that kind of smiling Nate voice. You lie right there. How you gonna hear a smile? See?
What's Miss 702 saying?
You better be talking about my pork chop sandwich she owe me. I ain't trying to hear nothing she talking about right now.
Oh my god.
Neff, what's going on, baby?
Oh, hello, Miss Neff.
How you do that, Neff? The notification still went out though. I gotta check your vid, sis. She managed to fall asleep while uploading the video. Oh man, look, see, The smiles on my face today. All the right people came across today. Oh,
No.
look, we made James dance. Yeah, we know. We learning stuff. We learning.
But did we make him put a shirt on?
Oh no, he been keeping his shirt on. At least that I know of.
Ah, right. Is he feeling all right?
Yeah, nah, he's good.
Are you quite well, James?
No, if it's all good though, I gotta check your video definitely after this live is over. I'm like, how did you manage to fall asleep and upload it? Unless you uploaded more than one video, then I can see you doing that. If you got like 5 videos you trying to upload, I know at some point you're gonna take a little 2-minute nap. I understand that. You still owe me my air fryer. Where's my air fryer?
What? She owes you an air fryer.
My fault. She owed me a deep fryer. She stole a deep fryer out the club last time.
All right. Okay.
And until I get my deep fryer back, she's gonna get one of these every time she come in here. I'ma smell danger when I know it's her.
Do it. Oh, Rach fell off the stage.
Oh, I dropped the link again. I got you.
She's just got to deal with Shorty.
Yeah, you get one of those. You know.
Well, that's good to hear, James. I'm glad you're good.
Until I get my darn air fryer back.
Do I need to send the raccoon gang after anyone?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You know.
Many boys were waiting.
I got the dog squad.
You got the what?
I got all the dogs now. Apparently, all the dogs been coming to me. Even the roughest dogs in my area just been stopping. Like, oh shoot, wait.
What? That sounds like Funky Cold Medina. Isn't that one of the lyrics? I got all the dogs in the neighborhood come around.
We got Liz up there.
Nate.
Liz, what's going on, baby?
What's going on?
My sis.
Presents real quick. All right, Mom. Stop.
Oh, how you doing, sis? How you doing today?
We love you.
Hi, you okay?
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm same. Nothing ever changes.
I ain't never graced Nate's platform, so let me do that real quick.
Oh, don't worry, I did the same thing to you. You drop a panel sometimes instead of you dropping people on Call of Duty, but it's all right. Still love you, though, baby.
Oh,
she told you about the old lady. Did she tell you who it was?
I ain't want nothing. I just wanted to come up here and mess with you.
Oh, good. Oh, good. But I don't see any cartwheels. Where's the cartwheels, Liz?
I ain't got none right now.
I got none right now.
Is it
11 o'clock there where you are?
It's almost 12 where I am.
Yep.
Ooh. Good Lord.
And she halfway done with her Thursday. Look, and we just getting into Thursday. You see what I'm talking about? These future babies. They we leaving us behind, Liz.
Yeah.
Heading into Thursday, just like you.
And
she about to be in a Friday by the time we fully get into Thursday. Like, come on, man.
Right. And I'm sorry to tell you, but I didn't win the lottery. So there's that.
That's right.
I've got no winning numbers for you.
Oh man. I want to be rich so I can quit.
Yes.
Marlene, I'm glad you're back, baby.
Hello,
I didn't know what was going on,
Marlene.
Marlene, but I just wanted to make sure you was good.
Right.
What? Who had to leave? What happened?
No, I just wanted to make sure Marlene was all right because I'm still thinking about the message she said she was triggered. I didn't know
Oh,
what was all going on, but I love you, baby. And again, I didn't even know you was live. Which lot? Wait,
Yeah.
which channel was you on, Liz? I mean, which channel was you on, Marlene? My fault.
Relax, girl. Relax.
I'm just making sure.
Relax.
I'm still, I'm still, I'm
Relax.
still.
oh,
She be on go, I swear.
I do.
I swear when people come for her, they better come correct. Cause she be on go.
What are you talking about? It's called defending myself.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm,
Not a motherfucker.
mm-hmm.
Oh, Liz, you always go. You know what's funny? I thought about what you said earlier too.
What?
Yeah, nah, but that's how I got to be with a lot of people. He
Mm-hmm.
good, but he just got to be mindful, make sure. But he just told me earlier he had to report the person. He told me that Ryan was following him.
I'm putting a pic.
Right. And Ryan's
Yeah.
following me everywhere. Like Ryan go somewhere.
Mhm.
Still following me. He was in a couple of chats I was in earlier when I got off work. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's and then that's what I'm saying. You don't know where he came from, but I'm like, if this would have been somebody that was, they would have just stood here because they love trying to bother me, but I love giving them the attention to burn.
I'm like, I ain't got the energy for you, sir. You get blocked easy.
Damn straight.
$1 an hour. I'd pick Cotton. I'd be
Yeah, nah, that's why you had to be mindful of that.
My child has no filter. I'm sorry.
She over here trying to get me hurt. Hold on, man. Hold on. That's the one I always got a karate chop. What's going on over here, man?
She has no filter. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And I don't know why people decide to come for her.
shoot. Yeah, they've been doing some stupidness, man, especially on here. That's part of the reason why I did what I was doing. Because come on now, that's just anybody. That could have been like if I had my god kids up here doing something and somebody decided to be, man, listen, I'm gonna bust your scalp piece off. If I have
Kids is off limits. Period.
Yeah, period.
This is what happens when I go away. Everything happens.
But this is just in general. There's a lot of people going through that on here. You got people that's not involved in certain madness, but people decide instead of being grown-ups, they want to be kids and attack kids.
Right.
Hold on, Anita. Oh shoot, Anita, what's going on, baby? Hope all is well with you, sis. Been missing you, baby.
Oh, hello, sweet Anita.
Word.
I haven't seen you in ages, honey. I hope you're okay.
You keep missing things, word. We done congratulated you on your 1K and all. Go sit in the corner, good sir.
Your 1K monetization.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You missed everything.
How you know what? Now I gotta give him the eulogy beat because how you gonna miss your fake pre-warming party? See how you just messed up? See, now you gotta get a eulogy beat. See, I was trying to avoid this today, and I don't care about whatever they send me. I don't care, but you gotta get one of them. You done did this one for yourself, good sir. Don't be reaching for nothing either.
Yay, let's go. Okay, I'm not going to the hospital. I promise you I'm not going to the hospital.
We gotta get a fake eulogy over here, see?
Let's go.
Look, Didi over here dancing like she got a bottle in her hand. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't play no music up here. Y'all getting me in trouble. Watch out after I turn around, you gonna say, "Oh," and I know what it was. It wasn't so much as a copyright.
If I'm up, I'll hit your link. I just so happen to be up right now when I should be asleep, so I hit Nathan.
Wait a minute, word, you live, bro?
Not
yet. This later. Oh, well, here I'm gonna do something. It's a celebration for everybody. Everybody get love today. I don't care. They're gonna send me that email, but I don't care. Now we gotta legally just want everybody to feel good. Beat. and we got you, baby. That's how you're supposed to do it, though.
GJ, no, that nigga's not pregnant. That's just how big.
There you go. See, look, there you go. Look at y'all dancing in the dead cat. Oh, look at y'all. Oh, damn you, Platty. Yeah, I'll be giving beats out for free. No, I don't.
I might steal your beats.
Nah, they ain't stealing nothing. I don't care. This is my phone. Copywritten, sent to myself in my email, in my Gmail. Backups.
Hi, Anita.
Nah, but you know, they gave me it wasn't so much as a copyright claim. I think it was because they said something about revenue sharing. I said, what the hell? But I think it's because of the program I'm using to make the beats.
Copyright you for the shit.
Yeah, but even the music up here, I'm like, yo, come on. What do you then why give me the music?
That makes no sense.
Well, I don't care. My scalp hurt. I didn't care about because I was lost for a second. I was like, wait a minute, is this going to affect? They was like, no, your video's still up. It's just you're gonna have to share whatever. I was like, I don't like sharing. I share with y'all enough. I don't like sharing.
GJ, yeah, Big Mama eat well. That's why she's so damn big. Getting on my
Big boom.
Speaking of monetization heads, what's going on, my guy?
And I had to come up here. I had to share
word.
the panel with Liz B. Finally, I'm on a panel with
Word.
Liz. What up, sis?
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that paperwork to come through.
It's cool, but you
But
there already.
yeah, I'm there. Y'all, man, we there.
Told
Ain't
you you was
no me.
get there
It's Liz.
before me. You there.
We there, man. We did it. We did it. Because without y'all, man, I couldn't do nothing. Ain't nobody come listen to my boring talks, man. Y'all come in there and chill with a brother, man. I appreciate y'all so much.
Always. Your con
It's just about bringing that awareness, man. Bring that contribution, bro.
right.
Don't worry, we got Liz. Even though she's trying to be sneaky about it. Look, we all here, man.
I ain't
Right
trying
over here.
about nothing. My schedule just ain't permitting me to do what I need to do. So it is what it is. It'll get there.
Denied.
Man, we can run you down just with your lives and everything else. This is why we're saying we love, baby.
Sis, I told you what to do. Only thing you got to do is share my live views. Go get the hours right off of there. I was gonna keep it clean. Make sure nothing go on. You will get the same hours I get off of it. And the last two lives, I got over, I think like close to like 300 hours off of that. Just the last two.
We can get you shit that
Oh,
out.
but
So I'll never
damn.
brought back.
I only need 700 left.
Why you throwing at me?
Did that before tomorrow night, 9 out of 10.
It's a bracelet, Mom. It's pretty in pink.
I'm telling you, I don't think you have to do. Man, Miss April put me when she.
It's like
No, who was that? No, Miss V when she did my interview.
Yeah.
Man, I looked because I had like 12 people in the chat. She had about 20 people.
what color
Man, I had like 300 hours off of that.
or is that not what
Damn.
color chart?
I was sitting there like, damn, because I don't. I mean, and it's still clocked, but after you in the stream, you only get the hours for who watched the video on your channel.
Yeah.
But I had got like 3 hours off. I mean, 300 close to 300 hours off of that.
So you robbed my teacher.
Damn.
You should have been bulldog.
See, and I think I
Yeah.
only 700, but I get there. I ain't
And
pushing.
that's the 4,000, right?
Yeah.
Did you try to exit out and go back in?
Nah, I've been trying to figure out how to do that, and I ain't figured it out. So I just go with the 4,000.
I should watch Hamilton.
Go into YouTube Studio, go to the settings and log out, and
Okay.
then log back in. Go if you do it off a laptop though, and
Okay.
do that. That's when I did that. That's when I logged back in. That's when it gave me the option to apply. As soon as I did, I logged out. Somebody told me that.
Okay.
Somebody. I gotta look at my IG messages. It might have been uh it might have been Cole. Somebody messaged me and told me to log out, log back in when I did it. Um, it popped right up, and I applied.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. Because when it came to me,
Yeah.
because like I said, I already had the hours. But when I had got the subs, that was when I didn't have to. They just sent the email or whatever the case was. But then when I looked again to make sure it was the actual one, they came through the studio. I said, "All right." That's when I set up all the things I was setting up.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm still learning certain things on here, but it's a process. But all in all, though, it goes to show people, you gonna bring whatever it is that's necessary, but you
Definitely.
know, you don't gotta fall back on nothing. You do what you feel is necessary, and you could build and you could create. Huh?
Right. We
Let
need
me
some
ask you this.
quotes, Nate.
Oh, but
Cut down.
What the hell? What the hell did happen now? Who done clipped out? What happened now? Who I got slapped with?
You
Come
probably
on
hear
now.
a child in the background being crazy as hell.
Oh shoot. Nah, because when I look, because this is what I'm saying. When I look, like even when I looked at the actual watch hours to date, and that shit said 9,000. I said, oh, I just need the subs. I didn't know it was that much because it was a couple of the lives I noticed that, like when I did the first poetry night, son, that went almost 10 hours. So
Yeah.
it was mad people. It was almost like 400 people watching that one. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know it was that many people watching because from what's like prime example, you see is it says 8 people watching. It's probably more than that watching. That's why I say I don't go by the numbers. As long as the message is getting out, I'm good.
hey, let me ask you this though, bro.
That's fair.
When you applied for that AdSense, how long did that take?
Um, they sent that in the mail. They said it's supposed to be up to 3 weeks, but I got mine a couple days later. Like not even a whole week. Not
I
even like three,
fuck
4 days later, I got it.
I didn't get mine yet.
Yeah, but see, some people, they gonna take up to 2, 3 weeks. But see, like I'm in the city, so I don't know. Maybe it's different. But I got mines in the mail within the week. Like within that week, I did that. That sucker was in the mail because I couldn't do nothing
God.
to verify to verify the account or whatever the case is. But when that came in the mail, I was able to do that.
cool.
Let me
It's
be.
been about a week now since I applied for partial
Let's go
monetization.
first so we can drop them super chats.
Yeah, I got a new drop too, and I had to revamp. I had to clean up all my. I had to. Somebody told me go ahead and clean up my account. Um, like get all them. I got like partial copyright, so I got to change. So tonight will be the last night I play that outro. And I got to fix some of them drops because I got copyright strike on them drops. So I
Yeah.
said when I get monetized, it's gonna be a problem.
You don't even know how to play ball. Yes, I won.
Shut up, girl. Why your outro? The music on it?
Yeah,
What?
it's blocked in Russia or something like
I got
that. It's blocked somewhere.
Yeah, but even
Yeah,
it in Russia, it don't stop it being monetized completely.
No, they say because like if they do put, I have to share. They say something about I have to share.
yeah. That's the revenue sharing. So basically,
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
would have made, you got to share portion. That's what they sent me last night when I was letting y'all hear the night before when I was letting y'all hear all the good stuff. But
Okay.
it's all good. I don't care.
Gotta
Well,
shit.
guess what? Guess what? You still gonna get a bunch of this, and I don't care because one of these will be a drop for something when I hear something good. Yes. This is women music.
Did I freeze? Yeah, I
Nah,
froze.
you good.
I thought I'm looking at Liz like is Liz moving?
It's hard to see because she in the cut over here eating up all that good old chicken and rice and beans. Think we don't know, man. Listen, I'm on something.
Oh, this why I came up to. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I couldn't type everything right now, so I just popped up to really say what up, though. What up, though? Now y'all see why I always say that. That dude, if y'all heard that song, that dude, I know that dude. He was like a little younger. He actually made it big. He had like one hit record, Tone Tone. He had one
Yeah,
hit record. It take money to make money. He did it on an old school beat.
Yeah.
And then I mean he's still a Detroit rapper, but yeah, I went to school with that dude. Little cool little dude.
I
Cool.
got my new church music though. You gotta have the church music for the people. You know, you gotta bring it back to the old spirituals. Don't worry.
I don't be
Tell the pastor, bring it to church. Yeah, they don't need that though. They don't need a little bit of pastor music, you know.
I
But
thought you was about to play it. I was sitting there waiting for it. Like you need that church music on. He about to hit the button.
I did hit the button. And that was the church music. You know?
Oh man! Shout out to the bloke. I had to push me.
What happened?
Is it? No, I was choking. I had to push mute.
Yeah, y'all get all the
Boy,
love. She said, not the spirituals. I've been all right, Anita. Hopefully, like I said, I know you've been going through some stuff, and you know we here for you, sis. We was all worried about you. We missed you, baby.
definitely.
Marlene said, not the spirituals.
Oh yeah, way in the water. We go wait in this water right here.
Hold
Big
on,
drop
Liz. I
of big
got you,
drop.
baby. Nah, but
Yeah,
congratulations again, though, bro. And like I said, just hard work and dedication, and this is how you got to do
yeah, bro. That jump. Well, I didn't even know. I think James told me like you hit 1K. I'm like, what?
it.
I don't know. Somebody told me in the chat. But yeah, man, I've been every time I say Marlene was live and went over there. She told me popped up on the panel. Then my mom called and it knocked me out. And then when I came back into YouTube, I seen you was live. Came in there, and then my wife called, knocked me out. Then I popped back into YouTube. Marlene went back in Marlene's. Then my wife called again. I'm like, you know what? I give up.
Oh shoot, that's
I
what's
was like,
going on. Nah, I just
cause it
want to
just.
be sure because I don't like hearing that when people trigger because like I said, conversations I'm gonna have just.
Oh no, it wasn't even you. It wasn't you. Yeah, they talked about it. Everything good.
I'm about to say, I love you, baby.
No,
You
it
still me a
wasn't you.
man, baby. And what you done did now that you had to say oops in the chat? What you done did now? Hold
I dropped down by accident. I don't know what I hit.
on. Shirtless Petty. Oh, the whole squad up in here.
Dang.
Shirtless Petty up here. What's going on, man?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, he's on mute.
We can't hear nothing you saying, James.
And not only that, look, he got the fresh haircut too.
Looking clean.
Looking, that's what I'm saying. You got the porn mustache going on.
Yeah, he
I
even
gotta
look. He's
get you,
still on
James.
mute.
You
He's
can't
laughing
talk.
on
Can't hear
mute.
nothing.
You got the Ron Jeremy going on. Yeah.
Oh man.
Unmute, James.
I'm gonna call him Mr. White Pipe. That's James' new name.
He
Now
can't.
Mr.
you
White
hear?
Pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
there
hear
you
you
now.
now.
Now I'm gonna stop talking less because you can talk better now.
Yeah, I had to.
If
I
I still
had to change the microphone.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at your replay where Riaz said he never referred that Ryan, but in Lovey's chat the other night,
he lying.
Ryan, yep, Ryan said that young Riaz uh
Mm-hmm.
took him to all the channels,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when Lovey went off.
He popped
And,
up in the chat earlier, and I told him to tread lightly.
mm,
The mod, I couldn't be.
Who, Riaz? Who,
Nah,
Riaz?
that's crazy. Yeah, that's what they was trying to say. Like, that's what they were saying. That's why I said what I said even today. It was like, if that person, but then He said he followed Ryan. Oh no, he said Ryan had followed him. Hey, but he just left me a whole darn comment in the section saying that he reported the person that's following him.
Yeah.
Bro, how does somebody follow you on the internet? That shit is weird, bro. Like,
You got people that do that. Look what happened when I
no,
came into your chat.
no,
Weird people do shit like that.
Everywhere
but
I
this is
go,
what I'm saying.
isn't Ryan pop up everywhere.
Oh no,
Everywhere.
This,
that's different. We ain't going down like that. Latanya, what's going on, baby? Nah, we ain't doing those type of thing. Like I'm not doing
no,
no lives.
like when I say following, think about what I'm saying though. Like for him to do
Yeah,
that, he has to subscribe to everyone to even look in the room and see if someone's there. It ain't like he could physically see where he at when where he at. So
yeah.
Yup.
that don't make sense. This is
Um,
what I'm telling you.
following
It
his
don't make sense. Like I can follow y'all. Like I don't even like we all a group, right? And I
Yeah.
go in some chats and see some people there, but I mean it's times where I go to three different lives back to back from the same people there, but we all in the same group. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, at some point he had to have, like, how did he if he wasn't referred to your channel by Rhea, how did he find your channel following Rios? If you don't go
Yeah.
places where Rios is at, that's what I'm saying. If you
No, no.
went places besides, so wherever they met at, it had to be something to bring them into one of these chats where then, like, is my chat, your chat, who else just dropped everyone's links? Not everybody do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
right.
So,
Yup.
like, bro, don't miss me with that. I ain't gonna
Well,
lie. Last night when I seen him pop up in my chat, I was I was about to text. I was about to hit Marlene. I mean, I thought she was just gonna knock him out, like block. But I was about to text her like, "Hey, do as you will." Like I was so shocked seeing him in there. I'm looking like, "Damn, Marlene ain't knock him out." Then I thought Realist was gonna knock him out, and I'm like, "Oh, they being nice." Like,
yup.
so it don't bother me.
Nah, because
You
I had
know?
already, because prior to your live, I had already stated and got it in as far as what need to got, and even today, he sat there and said, yeah, all right, I'm
He
holding you
said
to your word.
is.
He
But
was
it
on
ain't
Papa
just
Will
him.
time.
It's a couple people that I'm telling you, my avatar about to change again for the better. That one is going to stay. That one is really going to be don't come in here, don't do nothing, don't go past go without going past go. So
Mm,
I'm gonna be on your neck. Like I'm sorry,
Definitely,
it's getting down to that point now.
definitely don't collect no $200.
right?
But this is the weird part, right? Like today, I go on Papa Will's show, and he on a
Yeah,
panel, and I'm like, why is he on Papa? Papa Will talking about history. Like you don't know nothing about what he talking
Who
about.
on
Like,
the
Riaz.
he was on Papa Will panel, and I'm looking like that's what I'm saying. Like it's something like why do you feel the need to be on panels? That's weird to me.
every
Yup.
That is so weird. Every like any kind of the jump. Who did he jumped on? He jumped on Eve. Eve James panel one night, and I'm looking like what? Like
Wait, he did
I'm like,
that? I
bro,
wasn't
he
aware
was
of
like,
that. I probably missed that line.
I thought Eve was go. I don't know. Eve sometimes she got real patience, and then sometimes she don't. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, he about to, but no, Eve was cool. She didn't. Eve, you know what I'm saying? Stuff
I
like
so
you catch her in the
surprised.
wrong mood, Eve go get you. And then I seen, I don't think he popped up on Tay's panel. I don't know if he popped up on Lingerie and Cocktail, but I'm like, bro, you
mm-mm.
a virgin Muslim. Why are you in here? Like that don't even make sense. That's what I'm saying. And he's just so eager to jump on pant. That shit is weird to me, man.
yeah. He everywhere that
Mm,
look. That's why I said that. And when I noticed that too, when I said, hold on, look, this is my whole thing. It's one thing if you gonna refer people to somebody, but just like you said earlier, just like everybody else would be saying, let somebody know that this who you came from.
Right.
Because if anything, 9 out of 10, somebody gonna think you a troll, and even if you're not, you just you gonna have to deal with the consequences. That's just like if I go in anybody, but see, I had people that was referring me or this. Like I said, that was already people I was rocking with before I started doing the content. These are just almost the same ones that have been rocking with me even as of recent. So they already know what it was. Like anywhere I did pop up, this is the same person you gonna get. If I'm on cut up time, you already know I'm gonna have somebody crying and looking for their damn cleanup tissues later. But other than that, I can't be nobody else but myself. But when there's a real topic going on, I'm gonna come in there and grace the panel like I'm supposed to.
Right.
If I ain't got nothing to add on to it, I'm gonna just listen. Because sometimes if I walk into something, I don't know. Look, I don't know what I walked into, but don't put me in the middle of it because I bite back. Damn it.
And
Marlene.
then I want y'all to understand this too, because I seen somebody said, Lovey was too hard on him, and you don't understand. This man's dad came up there and went at Lovey
Right.
because you know what I'm saying. Like, only thing she was doing was, I mean, I don't know what happened with the IG. I don't understand it. I didn't hear a full story of it. But she was pissed because something happened with her IG with him. Like he did something and it happened to her IG. And she's saying, leave me alone, stop messaging me. Any woman has the right to tell any man to stop bothering.
Mm-hmm.
So after
Yeah.
she requested it, I guess he was still following her and she snapped like anybody would. And it is what it
Mhm.
is. So I don't get mad at Lovey. I understand Lovey, you know.
Oh no, I didn't
I,
get
I
mad. I wasn't mad
no,
at all
no,
last
Dad,
time
and
either.
that is the reason why Lovey had to start her channel over.
Yeah, too many
yeah, the
weirdness. Papa
people.
Will, what's going on? Hold up, there we go.
Yeah,
Shadow watching popping up out of nowhere. Papa Will, where the black beans and rice at, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know I
and
gotta
the
mess with
collard
Papa
greens.
Will. Where the black beans and rice at? Where that pork chop at? Where that pork chop?
What them collard greens at, Papa? Will stop
Oh,
playing.
because of him and his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
nah.
that
When I
thing.
heard
When
that,
that
I just
happened, bro,
looked
I
at it.
almost jumped on the panel. My bad, but when I heard her dad, I almost, and I don't even, I just be shadow watching. But when I heard
Yeah.
her dad going at Lovey like he was trying to be all intellectual, I'm about to say, hold on, bro, let me handle this. But they already had got him off. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking like, hold on, bro, let me talk to you. Talk to me then. Talk to me nice. Go ahead. Go ahead and do that, bro. We can have a good conversation, man. And you, but I try to show compassion because I understand you're young, but it's just like, bro, it's like you moving weird and the
Yep.
impulse. Like you did one good day of not jumping on the panel, it looked like you wasn't really on YouTube, but then the next day you fall right back
Yep.
into the same thing, you know. And,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, like, do you just need to be heard? Like no one listens to you, so you come on here and
Mm-hmm.
take every opportunity to talk because some people are like that, but it's something more than that, bro. And that
Yeah.
shit is
Hey,
weird, bro.
He was
Yeah.
telling realist, I'm being good. I'm being good. Well, if he's jumping on somebody else's panel, then it won't look like you're doing too good.
at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, and that's the sad part about it because again, had to give him that probation, like, because it's not to be funny. I don't want to just kick your ass to the wolves. Excuse me for saying it like that. But I know, but even though I'm not being funny, I know people. Like I said, I walk past some of these people every day in my hood, and they even
Yeah,
knew after one good bad experience. Now I'm not putting myself in no dangerous positions again. And
Right.
there's some people that wasn't able to do so. That's why I said I ain't speak on them stories. But my moms and a few other people around, even to this day, have talked about a lot of these stories. And some of these stories, if it didn't hit the newspaper, it was just something that everybody knew and just like, nah, we can't allow this to happen no more.
Nate, we
Speaking of the devil, look, speaking of the devil,
Yup.
my scalp hurt.
terrible.
My scalp hurt for a reason, though. You know that. My beautiful scalp. I gotta start getting some shirts ready. I'm gonna find me a good red scalp piece.
hey, well, brother, I hope you don't get mad at me for saying this on your show, but I said it on my show too. Riaz, bro, you're on probation, bro. I'm gonna need a couple days, at least 3, 4 days of space, and when you come back, I need And I'm not joking. Y'all think I'm playing? I need a paragraph on your intention of
Right.
even coming to the channel. I need to understand because I'm literally confused, bro, and I don't like feeling like this. This is not normal to me, bro.
At all.
Because I feel I'm telling you, from your story and from you, I feel compassion. But it's something telling me to dig a little deeper, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, bro. But
Marlene.
I appreciate the support and everything, but I just need, yeah. So I might not have 1K no more, but we still go party. No, I'm just
Man, you
kidding.
gonna have
We're
that
gonna we're gonna
You
we're
still
gonna
co-signing.
we're
have
gonna party. We gonna party like I got 999. How about that?
No, you crazy. Nah, but that's why I told him earlier. Because I'm not playing. I hope you understand that, bro. Because again, you won't block yourself from a lot of good people. And for what? Because you just can't stop doing certain things. You gotta pay attention. Again, I know people right now. If I'll bring two of them right now on that panel, they be like, "Yeah, I almost had to find out the hard way," and they already knew where it was going.
that part.
You know, you just
Just
gotta.
jump down, bro. My bad. I gotta put my phone on the charger. I'm about to do that, bro.
Nah, I hear
I'm gonna
you,
drop
bro.
down.
Nah, I just had to. I had to bring that tonight. And again, bro, you already know, man. You can't just leave off the panel like that. Forget your phone dying, son. You over here. See, look, see what I'm talking about? Raccoon baby, just leaving back. It's all right though. It's all
Marlene, you do got 2,000 change.
Marlene, and that's why I couldn't find your notification. I'm like, which channel is she on? What are you doing?
Got
No, I
2,000.
don't owe you no dance. You owe me 2,000 dances.
Lucky
All
you.
those channels, you owe me a dance, baby. Nah, but that's the thing. And again, even with bringing awareness like that, even to those who need to be. See, again, if I wouldn't have heard nothing, I wouldn't have known nothing to a degree. Because you know me, I was just like, I entertain anything to a degree. But I know who really being sincere and who not. I like to entertain stuff. Look at my face. I entertain everything. I entertain everything. Come on, man. But I just don't like weird stuff like that, period. And that's another reason why sometimes I say even the parents ain't got to watch what's going on.
Right.
You have people that get sucked up with the wrong people, and then what? Now you get these type of situations. You don't need that. You don't need that awareness coming around, especially with the ladies. Especially Marlene still me like 12 dances. Back.
Right. Who's with you, Marlene?
She said, I'm bringing the raccoons here. She said, I'm bringing y'all raccoons with me. Like, we all going somewhere. No. But that's the thing, though. When you bring in these type of topics, it's going to happen. You're going to have some stupidity. You're going to have some weirdness. But I was ready for all of that smoke. I've been knew all about this. I've been knew about the smoke. Listen, I embrace all the smoke. As much smoke as is in this chimney right now, trust me, I embrace all of it.
I don't want no parts of it.
You already had parts of it. You stuck, baby.
That's it. I want no.
No, but you're gonna have to bring the smoke. And then like on this topic, like, come on. The kids shouldn't be, again, though a lot of things should be off limits, but apparently people don't understand that. So
I got smoke is when it comes to the kids. Other than that, parts of it.
You see what she said? You stuck with us, Liz. Trust me. We giving you your own treatment now. Since I had to be stuck with y'all, you stuck with us now, son. Embrace it and form Voltron, damn it.
I ain't got no beef with that.
Nah, that's what we're supposed to do, form Voltron. At some point, as a community, that's what you're going to end up doing, forming Voltron. Shoot, like, You ain't gonna be sitting around and just allowing certain things to happen. Because like I told somebody, I would have did certain things that happen on this magnitude, even as of right now in front of me. Might be a whole different story. We talking about, damn, son, how much bail money you need? Yeah, it's deep. Like it's deep. We got to come out the pocket, son.
Oh my
Like,
right.
yeah, what you do? I did a lot, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
Enough. Thank
I
you.
still left a grade or two, you know.
Yeah, I got her running now too.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much.
You're welcome.
Come on, you know how we got love, baby. We all gonna get to our destination. Don't matter what it is. We all gonna get to our destination. And dude, all it takes is just, like I said, you just gotta do what works for you. You pace yourself. See me, I didn't have to pace myself. I knew I was gonna give a little bit of everything. Damn it, you did it again, Liz. Shout outs to Liz though. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry, Neff and Marlene on the way next, and whoever else. Yeah, man, listen. I see all of y'all growing and building one way or another. You know, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah, I know you did it again. See, this is what happens when you're doing things, you future baby.
Yeah, cause Neff, she need to watch ours too, don't she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, there's a lot of people, whether they worried about that or not. But I just love supporting the people. Like, and trying to bring this, but that's why I tell people, you do what you do over here. You know, you come good, love and respect everybody. That's it. I know you sleepy. I know. Trust me. I know a few of y'all sleepy, and then some of y'all still early on the West Coast. I know. But I had to bring this topic tonight, you know, because again, you know, you want to see the protection on all accounts. And even on here, you know, you got sick individuals that will wait and attack. And there's no need for that. But Riaz, man, I'm telling you, man, you're going to have to get together, bro. And I think that is the best option for you. Like, if you're not going to put yourself in those right positions where people have sent you, you just need to stay off the internet for a little bit. Because, again, that's weirdness beyond weirdness. So that's why you got to be mindful of these sectors. Oh, there's a couple people I'm about to start chewing out. That's why I'm about to start giving eulogy beats out for free again. You know, it's more coming. It's more coming. I'm gonna have one for a different one of the week, just to be on the safe side. You know, to some people, huh?
I don't think that boy would have said that he sent him over if he didn't. You know.
Yeah, but see, even when it's something like that, sometimes I gotta be mindful because again, you know, you got some people that are conniving like that. Like you might sit here and, oh, okay, he could have went in the replay for all I know, or somebody replay and say, oh, let me get on all these links. But then again, like I said, you just gotta be mindful, period, because man, listen, this internet is weird, man, especially for y'all.
Yeah, I seen that and I was like, holy smoke! I knew I should have took a picture of it, and I was like, man, wait till I see them tomorrow and I tell them this, cause man, man, soon as Lovey seen the chat, she was going off, and I said, oh, time to block him. So I blocked him on her channel.
Yeah, just it just gotta be mindful, yeah. Because like I said, I just was like, and it don't make no sense. But you can't be you can't be doing certain things, even if you think you're doing it out the nicest of your heart. You can't. Anita, you good? I don't know why you came in here with that shenanigans, baby. You came with love, but you ain't come with my steak sandwich. No doubt, Papa Will. I appreciate you. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. I felt like I mostly got out what needed to get out. And shout outs to Riders again for popping in. Because again, you got people who dealing with parents. I mean, you got parents who are dealing with kids on that spectrum, even if they on hit. they gotta be watchful of them because you're gonna have people doing stuff like that, trying to take advantage. And that's something that we all should stand up on. And that's just law by the law of land, man. You ain't supposed to allow that to happen. You're supposed to really stand up on that when need be.
Yep. I'm gonna drop down off here because Word gonna go live.
Oh, all right, no doubt. Yeah, I'm about to go show some love. I didn't even know if he was going live or not, but I think I did get a notification or a
Yeah.
reminder. So, but this is a good topic. I appreciate you popping up too, James. You're more than welcome.
Oh, you welcome.
Mhm. Hold on, what the? I finally got you. uh-huh. I know, Liz. You always more than welcome too. Um, that's anybody. Y'all know what it is, especially when y'all bringing something meaningful to the conversation. Because these conversations will start bringing better results, and I can see it happen. That's why I'm not going to stop talking about these situations. But hopefully somebody did get something out of this tonight. Um, just be aware, even with the kids in that spectrum, be aware of what they're doing on this internet and make sure they not being conned and make sure that they not being misled or misused. Because that's the worst type of characteristic you can have as a human being. Well, that's one of the worst. Because you shouldn't even go that route. But all in all, though, this is a topic that, was going to be, and it could be a part 3 to this. Like I said, I could break down a multitude of conversations and talks, whether I'm up here by myself or not. And this is what the people need and what they want. So, definitely, again, shouts to Liz, James, Word. Congratulations again, Word, on that one. Came out, my guy, you already know, son. Up in here, baby. Liz, you on the way next. Then there's nothing, and Marlene on my little future babies. Oh, this is all I'm about: the growth and just seeing the people build. That makes me happy. That's what we're gonna keep doing. Oh, it could be a part 3 to this. I might try to schedule this, sometime over the weekend. It's another open panel, so anybody willing to pop up, you're more than welcome. Might actually throw a couple things on that list too. So, but I held y'all long enough. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in, and y'all know I'll be back for that site in the morning. So, if y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. And for everybody that was in attendance, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I gotta do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. Like I said, we'll be back in the morning with the safe. Probably brush up a few other things, This is something that we're gonna continuously do. Oh, and don't worry, I'm gonna give everybody what they want. A little bit of passion before they leave up out of here. Give y'all a little bit of passion. I had to give y'all a little bit of that for y'all leave out. And we love you too, Anita, baby. Just want you to get better, sis. Like, I want all my peoples right now. Healing prayers to those who definitely need it. Hopefully that y'all get yourselves back to 100%. So you get back to the best life. And prayers to those that we lost along the year so far. still healing prayers to those who definitely healing on all ends. So, but y'all definitely been good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out here. Peace and blessings.